Penis.
Every time, Mika, Jesus Christ. It's just gotta happen now. All right, hi everybody. It's Misfit Monday. Yes, it did, Mika. Twice in a row. Come on.
I didn't think it would.
The one means he's hitting the button.
You gotta do it before one if you want to get away with it.
I always think there's like a little bit of a little space.
Nope. So for everybody that doesn't know, we just say random shit right before we go live.
No, it's always titties. It's usually titties.
It's titties.
Yeah.
You probably heard it before, but
Not
now
on
Mika
my
twice
watch.
in a row.
Not
Okay,
while
do
I'm
something
around.
else.
The latest penis ever.
Always
All
a
right.
way.
And with that, hi, it's Misfit Monday, Ravenloft Misfits. I'm Johnny, I'm the DM.
Probably
Check out the
5 minutes
cast
of the stream.
list.
We're talking about late penises. What is going on today?
I mean, that's who we are. Cast names, socials, pronouns, all that good stuff is in the episode description in the chat right now. We stream each Monday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. So make sure to follow us, do the subscriptions, tell your friends, do the chat, join our Discord. I don't know. Help us out. Give us a review on podcasts.
Tell your friends. Hang out with us.
Yeah.
Good time. It's a good time.
All right, Zack.
Yeah, okay, so like I wasn't like if you were here, If you were here last time, you know the deal. If you weren't here last time, then stay, but you might be a little confused and you got like 80 episodes to go catch up on, so that's really good. Go do that. But like, from last time that Roll20 lets you give a dog a flamethrower and throw anything. And I literally can't come up with a better ad for Roll20 than that.
Yeah.
Roll20 lets you give a dog a flamethrower. Thank you, Roll20.net.
Thank you, Roll20.
Thank you so much. All right. And we also want to thank Sirenscape for allowing us to make the sounds of a dog with flamethrowers, because you got to have it. If you're on Roll20,
it's important.
you got to have those sounds. It's going to happen. So, yeah, thanks, Sirenscape, for giving us some really cool sounds that we could use in our campaign. If you guys want to check it out, I have a link in the description. You could get the good old Super Siren subscriber, and you can get all the sounds and set lists that you could ever wish for. Oh, right. I bought.
Huh? What?
I got the special edition Vecna Eve of Ruin. They have this in there too. So, well, not the book, but the sounds.
Is it out now?
Check it out. I don't know. I mean, I got it.
It's out there.
Yes, it's out, I believe.
Oh, BRB going to D&D Beyond right now.
Yeah. So, Sirenscape. Awesome. Let's do a recap.
Thank you, Sirenscape.
Also, Ellen is going to be joining us here pretty soon. So, it's Memorial Day, so I forgot to ask if anybody had plans, but it seems like Ellen is good to go in at like 8-ish. So, she'll be here. Anyways, recap. Last episode, you all entered another vision where you found Strahd confessing his love for Tatiana. But as he did this, Tatiana stood up from her chair and excused herself to the washroom, whereas Sergei also was following behind her. At that time, Strahd had become overwhelmed with self-pity, and multiple ghosts appeared around him. You were able to destroy all of the ghosts just before they were given any chance to attack Tatiana and Sergei, which then triggered Strahd to realize that he truly needed them. He never truly needed them in his life, and that he could move on without them. Finally, you were then brought to the last vision, where the wedding of Tatiana and Sergei. This was where Strahd stabbed his brother and began draining his life force to become the vampire that he is today. And the roof of the castle was torn off by Kaiju Strahd, which was a incredible battle between Lumaria, Vaughn, and Kaiju Strahd. And then, Katya being able to bounce the natural 20 of Kaiju Strahd onto Strahd was amazing, if I do say so myself. Definitely a Zack move. Zack would have done it for sure.
Oh yeah, you actually played Katya exactly right. Every choice, I was like, that's exactly what I would have done. So
Incredible. Awesome. All right. Well, as you fought Kaiju Strahd, you were able to keep Sergei from becoming dust, basically, as Strahd was taking the life force from him. And after only a single round, you were able to kill Strahd. And that ended the vision, where you then found yourselves back at the center of the shrine once more. The shrine had seemed to have been better. It seemed to have been reconsecrated. The dark feeling that you had while standing inside of it had dissipated. It was reclaimed by the Fane. And then you traveled to the Bone Grinder, where you were able to walk through a tree into the forest nearby, and you were able to sneak up to the shrine close enough for Bocephalus to do an aerial check for enemies, and more importantly, the glyphs of warding. You were then able to dispel the higher powered glyph, but then there was one more left, and for that, Lumaria contacted their patron, who gave them power enough to cast one last spell to dispel the glyph, and they did. So now, our party stands at the base of this hill, discussing what their next moves are. Resting for an hour, resting for 4, or diving directly into the ritual. So, with that, what do you all want to do?
I believe we're going for the 4.
Yeah.
And with hypervigilance for anything that would stir.
Okay.
I'll just keep super watch for the 4. Imagine the whole time, by the way, like all of last when y'all were dealing with the traps and spell slots and trying to decide all that. Just imagine Katya staring at the windmill with like utter contempt and very like angrily just spacing out of this window.
Nice.
That's what was going on there. And yeah, I'll just like keep vigilant watch while we wait for the 4 if we want to do that.
Think we're trying to go for the 4. All ritual cast an alarm kind of like in our air. I mean, we'll see them coming, but you know, if anything invisible tries to sneak up or anything.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I'll do a little alarm.
Okay.
Kind of like around where mostly the people that are like resting are.
Sure.
Cool. In my head, Lumaria and Citron are like meditating back to back.
That's kind of what I envisioned too, like keeping each other 6 watched while also meditating in that state. Before we begin the rest, Lumaria will take one of their vials from their thigh pouch of this like shimmering, like silvery gold, like liquid, and I will coat my blade with it and then seal it so that the holy water is coating the blade and basically just kind of soaking in it for the time being.
Cool. Okay. So, you all begin your rest, keeping hyper vigilant for anything that Strahd might be throwing at you. You hear thunder in the distance, and your heart rate begins to rise, thinking that, is he coming? But I rolled a 7 for this hour. So you all are able to get a short rest. At least a short rest.
All right.
Where do I...
Now we roll I'm gonna roll a million hit dice.
Mm-hmm.
If I can roll something well on my D12.
Oh no, a 2
No.
and a 1.
Yeah.
Shoot, where on the sheet do I click for? Oh, right there. I found it.
Man. Oh my god, Vaughn.
I wish I could multi-select, but my setup doesn't like me to. Ah, there we go. Something good.
Okay, cool.
Oof.
And
Okay.
not that one. Not that one.
Okay.
American side.
There we go.
Short. All right, sweet. I pretty much get all my stuff back on a short, so that's great.
I will also roll some hit die for
13.
Beatrice. I imagine that Beatrice is going to, so. Or-
Blade song, long
I can
rest,
roll
I'll
when
leave it.
she gets
I'll
back.
leave it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna be back here soon.
rage, long rest.
Oh, right. Okay. She didn't even get hit in the last thing, so she's still
Well, of course
fully
not.
healed.
It's
Forgot about
How
that.
silly
it's
of us.
Beatrice.
It's Beatrice. Yeah.
It's Beatrice.
And then I make sure I clarify I have restored one less spell slot because of the deal to get a spell slot in advance.
Correct, yeah.
That seems right.
But if you finish another hour,
Right? Just got to get a
Comes
long
back.
rest. Then we're
Yeah.
good.
I
Psionic neck.
trying to remember what all I actually get back on short rests as Channel Divinity. Okay.
Bocephalus is just going to be doing a flying kind of.
yeah. Yeah, go ahead and do like a perception check for Bocephalus.
For Bocephalus,
Long rest. Okay.
sure. And Bocephalus can see invisibility within 60 feet.
Okay, cool. So I imagine he's just like 60 feet
Yeah.
up, flying around.
Yeah.
Long rest. Okay.
Okay. So, are we continuing the rest? Is there anything that anyone would like to do?
I would like to
Like-
continue resting.
That's up to you guys. If you want to,
Yeah.
we can keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will clarify. I put Lumaria's putting the trust in everyone else, and so I have to be in a trance for the time.
Yeah.
Technically, Lumaria will not break that unless given signal to do so.
Okay.
And I guess me and Katya and. Because everyone else will be looking around, presumably.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know we got our rest, but I'm like fully rested at this point. So if there's anything I can be doing to like make us safer in any way,
Okay.
I don't really know. Just if apart, like I guess if that's just being vigilant, that's fine.
Sure.
But that's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right. You continue your rest for another hour. The storm above continues to get worse and worse as rain begins to fall. But another hour goes by without any adversaries showing themselves. So, that is 2 hours. Lumaria, you have your second spell slot back. And we're going to continue. Is there anything you would like to do before this next hour?
I would like to talk to Katya.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. Let's do that. Yeah.
We haven't talked in a bit.
Hey.
Are you doing all right?
I think so.
Hmm.
I'm handling it okay. How are you?
It's another day in Barovia.
Another lovely day. I have to admit, I am not pleased to be back here. And she's looking up at the windmill again.
You've mentioned you've been here before, but
This
what?
place... I do not want to get into the evil that has happened in this place, but the witch who took up residence here is long gone. But it just... the evil lingers. I have a bad feeling about this place.
We can tear it to the ground.
You know, if we get out of this safely, then I think that is a good idea.
Our schedule is a bit full at the moment, I understand, but maybe afterwards.
Maybe afterwards.
Yes.
Are you really okay?
Sure,
Don't
why
worry.
wouldn't I be?
I know we've all sort of like ignored everything what just happened. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
I don't know what there is to say about it.
I don't really know either, but I thought I should say something.
It is the past, I suppose. Nothing that can be done. Not a lot of sense to dwell on it.
Fair enough. Maybe
Even though
ignoring it is the right
hurts.
call. I'm sorry things had to go that way.
And I'm sorry things went that way for you as well. Out of one frying pan into a probably worse one.
Much worse. Bigger fire. Talk about ignoring it. I've been trying to get out of here so I can go back and help. Nowhere to go but forward now.
Nowhere to go but forward. Yes. You might be the second strongest person in all Barovia. Behind me, obviously, but...
Obviously.
Right.
That's a great compliment coming from you, Vaughn. I appreciate that.
You deserve it.
You're one of the best uncles I've ever had.
Oh. I understand if you like your sword more than me.
It's well, like you understand. I don't want to pick favorites. Like,
Right? No, of course. When we're both right here, right? I understand.
It's not that I like either one of you better. It's just you're both the best uncles I've ever had. So
I mean,
you know,
I don't think in technicality I'm actually related to you.
I have chosen to believe that you are.
Cool. Then I'm very proud to be your uncle, I suppose.
Like, Katya, like, is like in between sort of like a hug and a shoulder pat. Doesn't really know
Vaughn will hug you.
which one to go for. And okay, yeah, then come in for a hug. Watching each other's backs the whole time. Like a very nervous of our surroundings hug.
Mm-hmm.
You're a family, Vaughn. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you all found me.
Imagine If we didn't have the strongest in Barovia, we'd be dead out here.
That's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're just like standing here, just like.
Yep. And we're like,
Okay.
and
Well,
back
yep.
to idle
Back-
conversation while we keep watch, I guess.
Mhm.
Amazing. Okay. Katya,
Yep.
I would like you to do a wisdom saving throw.
You're on it. Those. I'm not gonna say that. 11. I was gonna say those are my bad ones.
What are you wisdom saving against? You gonna kill me?
Can't be good.
You just hugged me and you're gonna
Yeah,
kill
after
me?
our emotional bonding, John, you're gonna make me kill them?
Vaughn,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Bocephalus lands next to you
Hello, boy.
and looks directly above Katya. And then looks back
Wh-
up to you, and then looks
When
back
I look
over.
through Bocephalus's eyes, can I also see invisibility?
Yes, because it's through Bocephalus's eyes, right? I mean, that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Regardless, you can telepathically communicate, right?
Yes. The familiar, yes. Please give me your best
Bocephalus-
Bocephalus voice.
Oh my
Please
god, yeah.
give me.
How has it been this long before we got to Bocephalus's voice?
Okay, you can say it in a way that the audio will pick up over Zoom well, though.
Oh yeah. Says ball.
Ball?
Ball. And then looks above Katya.
Ball.
Am I... What? Am I conscious still? Has anything changed with me at all
Nothing's
in this
changed.
situation? Okay, then
Yep.
why is he staring
I'm
at
going
me
to-
like that? You know...
I'm gonna look through Bocephalus's eyes.
Well, hello, Bocephalus. How good to see you here.
You can see
Why are
this floating invisible ball just above Katya,
Like a scrying eye.
like a scrying eye.
you? Oh, fuck.
Oh. Come back out. Okay. We're being watched.
Do you know by who?
A ball. I wave at it.
A ball.
It disappears.
Okay.
Ooh.
So,
So,
presumably someone knows we are here.
some sort of spell to know.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we have
Is there
to
any...
assume that it is hostile.
Almost definitely. Is there any, like, arcana check that I could, like, to figure out, like, oh, is it have a certain vibe of someone's specific...
Is there a certain
Scry-
scryness to it?
Yeah, is it, like, is it...
What's its IP address?
yeah, does...
right.
Can I...
Did it have a VPN?
I would say no. It just looked
Okay.
like a ball of invisible something.
Yeah. A ball invisible something.
Hmm.
So we are being watched, which is
That's bad.
presumably bad. I don't know
It's
who
very
of our
bad.
friends could even potentially be watching us like that. So,
So the question is, do we think whoever is watching us, and I think we both have a pretty good guess as to who that might be, will they make it here within 2 hours to disrupt what we are doing?
I'm trying to remember if it was an in-character conversation we had about Strahd teleporting, or if that was out of character, that we were all talking about that.
I don't remember.
From my understanding, it was out of character
Yeah.
because I
It's out
don't
of
think we
character.
know the rate. I think we had in character understanding the time it would take for
Yeah.
them Strahd to get here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I'm not quite sure what he's capable of, but the storm got louder as he approached.
That's true. You said the storm was getting worse. Can we get a storm check?
It's still pretty stormy. It doesn't seem like it's getting worse or better. It is. Oh my god.
Sorry.
It is raining, and you can hear lightning.
Does
and
it seem
thunder
like
in the distance?
Okay, so it seems like the storm is like out away from us. It's at some capacity. Like it's not right on top of us.
Right. The lightning isn't above us or above you guys by any means, but you can definitely you're definitely in the storm. There is like wind and there is you know,
it's getting worse,
heavy
but we're
rainfall.
not in the thick of it.
Correct.
Is what I'm saying. Okay.
Can
there it is.
people that are in trance communicate telepathically without breaking it?
That is a great question.
Let me ask real, like, nitpicky questions. Same with, I don't know what it's technically called for what Citron's doing.
So
Citron is dead to the world.
Citron's just a corpse right now.
Lumaria's still conscious because it does clarify that I'm in a trance-like meditation during which I remain conscious.
Okay.
Such
let
streams
me
are actually
check
mental
my-
exercises that become reflexive through your years of practice. After resting in this way, you gain the same benefit.
And
Meditate deeply, remaining semi-conscious, so you're
Yes,
not
I'm
unconscious.
I'm inactive, motionless, but I'm conscious.
Okay.
And so I can, if
If you say
then-
something to me,
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
that Lumari would. Your fucking passive perception is really fucking high, so I'm gonna
It
say
is.
yes because that makes sense. Yeah. Yes. So then yes.
I could communicate with them telepathically.
Correct.
Yeah. Both of them or just...
Both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Citron is conscious.
Yeah.
my passive perception isn't as high, but it is a 15, so like it's
Still
nothing to
pretty good.
The
spit
only
at.
reason why I was going to say passive perception for Lumari was because of the fact that they are semi-conscious, whereas Citron is just conscious. So,
Okay.
If it helps, it actually clarifies for the astral trance, it remains conscious, not semi.
oh, cool. Okay, well then there you go.
They did so much different clarifications for yours.
Yeah, they're like, this one we're gonna focus
We're just going to
carefully.
throw that out.
So yeah, I mean, I will, I guess, just establish telepathic things with both of them. I know, like, canonically we can't all chat at the same time,
Right.
but I'll just go, there was a scrying eye here. It is now left. Getting thoughts on what we should do about that.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom save for Lumari.
Okay.
Wasted that dice roll.
Damn. Why couldn't I have had that?
Okay.
So Lumari's, we have a telepathic connection for 2 hours, and Citron, sorry, you're stuck with me for 8.
So I can talk back in it.
Yeah.
As long as
I can
Vaughn
sh-
keeps the connection, yes. And I
Is
think
it-
that if you switch it, then no. But, like, I'm imagining that this is happening.
I'm
ahead.
misreading it because it's different than the sorcerer one that I'm usually used to. I can choose one or more creatures I can see up to my proficiency bonus
Okay.
to
Well, then-
establish a telepathic
that's the
connection
whole
with. So
group.
So it's a group call.
that's all the
Group chat.
the players that are
Oh,
here.
group chat. Okay.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, Lumari is going to. Is it still watching?
It has left. It noticed that it could be seen, and it left.
Well, shit, fuck.
For you, Johnny,
That's correct.
Yes.
The scrying, is it just a perfect orb? The clarity is, is there a way to backtrack and see specifically where the individuals was focusing the scrying for sound or sight? 'Cause I know you can see it as if you were in that spot. So can we see where? Can I get Vaughn to try to recount where they might have seen the orb focusing its attention, basically?
It was directly above Katya.
Which means it was targeted there, but where were they looking from there?
It seemed like, I mean, let me check the spell real quick, just so that I don't misspeak. But
Big Bang Crescent's here.
Visible sensor within 10 feet of the target.
It actually had a bumper sticker on the back of it that said "Property of Strahd."
It really did, yeah.
Tag.
So, a creature that can see invisible objects sees the sensor as a luminous orb about the size of a fist. So I would say that there's no, like, direction that you can see, but it did see Vaughn, because once Vaughn waved, it disappeared. So you can assume that it was most likely looking around Katya and could see at least 10 feet around.
Yeah.
Okay, so it could see the shrine then.
It kind of saw our situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're only 2 hours in, or we're in the third on the way to the fourth?
This is going into the third. So no, this is the third. So this is done with the third. We're going into the fourth.
Okay.
I'm double checking what I just wouldn't get. I believe if we need to, I can depart. I have enough of what I need. But Citron can remain a bit longer to restore himself.
Okay, if we just need 1 more hour. I mean, how long would it take Strahd to get here?
That's what we're trying to understand.
It took a minute
Yeah.
at the last one. So theoretically, if he was coming now, we would know. Unless he is also waiting. Because we heard the thunder fairly quickly, from my understanding.
Crap, if we were only at hour 2, I would say let's just
Right.
leave. But
Yeah, I would
only
agree,
1 more
but
hour.
the last hour is really tempting.
That last hour is the difference between Citron having healing spells or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The difference
Yeah,
between having
I can-
literally all your spell slots. It's a
I
huge
do have-
difference.
I do have some healing because I was able to get back my emboldening bond.
Okay.
So with movement and stuff, I have what's it called? The balm.
Balm of Peace.
Yeah, I've got Balm of Peace, which is 2d6 plus 5.
You need your...
So,
But
So,
I got that twice.
Ellen
but,
is here.
Hi,
Just
Ellen.
a quick recap.
Hi, Ellen.
So we have gotten through 3 hours of rest. On the third hour, Vaughn has seen a scrying ball. And then it disappeared right when Vaughn waved at it. So, we are in the middle of a discussion of what to do now.
And we're in
Yeah.
a mental group chat.
Yeah, we're all the 5 of us are communicating telepathically. It's apologies to Sorsha and Esmeralda.
Yeah.
They're just watching you, like,
Yeah. So, because Citron and Lumaria are still asleep, but we're just communicating in their heads.
Jump gate.
Jump gate.
Yeah.
Do we go now or do we wait the last hour?
Yeah. Any thoughts? Okay.
Cool. You're good.
So, like, how long has it been since we saw the scrying eye?
Just like a minute or so.
Okay.
So, more time than it took for Strahd to appear when you initially hit the Shrine of the Weaver.
Okay. So he's not, like, speed running it to here.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we're sure that Strahd's the one who did it.
No. We're just assuming worst case scenario.
We're trying to think of, like, who else do we know that could potentially cast scrying?
Do I know if he has access to that spell?
Definitely does.
Definitely does.
Does Rahadin? Do we know that?
Rahadin is not a caster, so Beatrice would know that Rahadin would not have access to that.
That then leaves...
It's it would be more likely to be one of his wives rather than him casting it, or a magical item.
There's also that creep back at Arcane Slot. I imagine he is capable of something like this.
But I don't really understand why he would leave.
I would say no, just based off of the relationship. I mean, you know that he's Ceres's powerful caster, but you don't know if, like, he's able to do scrying by any means.
You know what? Yeah. I have a wild chain of questions for Lumari's weird brain.
Amazing. Okay. I'm ready.
Vaughn said that it was above Katya.
Correct.
Can your mom cast?
That means with that circumstance, do we know? Is there a way to determine what did Katya get on the wisdom save? Essentially,
11.
Did we do a round of wisdom saves? Did everyone have to make
It was just
me.
Do we know? Is there a way in game for us to determine on how easy it was for that spell to be cast on Katya?
I mean, I guess just our general knowledge of Katya's ability to save on those things, I guess.
Katya...
Your mom would know that you're not wise because she's always fucking taking over your head.
Yeah, she's done it before. She would know that this would probably work on me.
That's kind of why I will let you know what my goal is to see if Lamar can determine how easily Katya was targeted by the spell to then determine who most likely used it based on my understanding of scrying's like ease based on familiarity and blah blah blah.
I would say no, because the only thing that you would see is just like this mote of light appearing. So yeah, it wouldn't like glow brighter or anything like that if it like is more effective or anything. It's just there.
Question. I am not super familiar with the spell scry. Ellen, not super familiar. I've never had a character who had it that I can remember. When you scry on a person, can't you only see that person? And like, it's pretty focused, right? Like you can see like them and their immediate surroundings.
You can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there.
Ah, okay. So they could.
It remains with a target within 10 feet of them, but they can see as if they were see and hear as if they were there. So, what you can see, it can see.
So all of us.
All of you.
All of us. The shrine.
The windmill.
All of us
the
and
shrine,
where we are. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. How long does it take Strahd to get to a location?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
We know, right? Don't we generally know?
Question. About a minute is what we assumed.
Beatrice would know.
Yeah.
Beatrice would know. Go ahead and do an Arcana check.
Because I'm kind of thinking if he hasn't, we've been sitting here for about a minute. If he hasn't come yet, he might just not come.
Natural 1 for a 16.
Natural 1 for a 16. Do I have a reroll?
What the hell?
That's a solid failure-ish.
No.
A strong failure.
Failed
You do have a
successfully.
reroll.
I do have a reroll.
Would you like to use it? This is based on information that this is to understand basically how well you know Strahd
Why wouldn't
and what he might
come?
be doing. Yeah.
Right. I feel like I do want to use the reroll because if this gets us our last hour, I think that is the most valuable thing.
I think that's worth it.
That's more valuable than me having a
I'm on board
succeed.
with that, actually.
Having like a successful death save or something later down. This is more important.
Plus, you
An
never get
18.
hit
I
anyways.
rolled a 3. That's insane. These are the lowest Arcana rolls I've ever had.
Wow, that is wild.
Oh man,
How well
only
do you
an 18.
actually know Strahd?
That's rough.
I know Strahd pretty well.
Can you flash of genius it?
Do you have any left,
I
or there's long
don't
rest?
have any flash of genius left.
No emboldening bond.
And
Dang
I'm in trance, so I can't do anything technically.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unless there's a way that what?
I guess Sorsha could have cast guidance. Got
What
guidance.
D4? What D4? For druidic D4?
Okay.
21.
Puts you just over the 20. Okay.
There you go.
Strahd had teleported to you. He didn't expect. He had teleported with you, or to you, using the spell, because there were multiple creatures near him, and you do know that there is a way that he could teleport around, but that is not what he used because there were multiple creatures around him, so he teleported there.
Which is the
And-
spell slot.
He teleported out. You know
So-
that kind of power is a lot.
You can't do that again.
He wouldn't be able to do that again.
Okay,
So-
I remembered us talking about that last time too, but I wasn't sure if that was in reference to how he
Right,
got to
right.
us or just how he got away. I was like, I don't think he has the bandwidth to get here until he has completed a long rest, which for him is actually longer than you would expect.
I will say though, since
Really?
you hit over that 20, he does have a way to teleport here. It's just slower.
Right.
Adding in my own mental notes for what I think I might have learned from my patron, that process, isn't it only teleport one person? Or is it like teleportation circle where it allows more is the question.
It is. I would say that you would have to do a. Well, Beatrice would know this. It is a like similar to teleportation circle. Not that it opens and you rush in everyone. More of it. It has a specific point that it goes to, or an area, and you can one by one go through. So it is possible, but it is much slower.
And by the one by one, do you mean like they can go like single file, or is like they have to do the ritual, then the next person has to do it, then the next person has to do it?
Right.
Okay.
It's more of that process.
Vending machine rules.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I think there's like a cooldown period in which I think it's like 30 seconds, but I'm going to double check that. But yes, it is much slower and much more of a risk if it's just one person going through one by one by one by one. Especially 30 seconds.
Choke points.
I
Right.
think the calculated move here is that we rest. Maybe should we move our rest to outside of this area, but with eyes on it, and then
Would that not interrupt the rest?
No.
Like,
Can
I
we
don't
just
know how
pick
that
them
works.
up?
Yeah, maintain a telepathic.
Can we
Lumaria
just-
cannot
can we just, like-
get up.
Yeah.
Can we carry you?
I would
No,
argue
just leave
that
me here.
if you move me, it could shake me out of it.
That's what I'm worried about.
okay.
Yeah.
I think and the fact of the matter is, I we've now been sitting here for probably like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
If they were going to come immediately, they would have already come. I think he thinks we're beat and that he thinks we are resting for a longer period of time.
I think you're right. I think we've already made it this far. And if they were, like you said, if they were going to be here, they'd be here by now. And it is worth, we only need another hour and 2 minutes or so to go into the shrine. We'll keep an eye on the storm. If we see that approaching and getting even worse, then we can reassess and make a run for it if necessary. But in the meantime, I agree with you. I think it is best to stay put and try to let them rest.
Mm-hmm. Because that sensor wouldn't have been able to tell if the glyph was dispelled. As far as he knows, he's still going to get an alert when we do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was magically hidden, not like, oh, it's tucked behind a rock. It's like magical obscurity.
He would know, he would assume he's going to get an alert, and then also he's probably assuming we're going for a full 8 hours.
And also, he couldn't have been looking for that long with the speed that Bocephalus noticed. Because if Bocephalus was just doing circles kind of like within 60 feet, like, would have seen it instantly.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna, wait for us to trip, the non-existent trap, and to be trapped by gravity again. So
because
I think we're good.
Yeah, I mean, he might think we could dispel it, but I mean, the alarm spill is still there, and clearly we didn't even realize that would be here this time. So I think there's a chance he thinks we'll still activate at least the alarm, even if we dispel
the other one,
the trap. And frankly, between moving for an hour and then having to come back, where he can still find us and we'll still attack.
He still knows we're going to come here.
He still knows we're going to come here. So I don't see any value in waiting. The only thing I could say is if we can do anything to protect ourselves, well, some of us are mentally hooked to this thing, but
right.
I think we just have to do it because if he comes, we're in the same situation as if we run, because he can find us wherever we are and we'll still be unrested.
Yes. So yes, it's better to try and get as many benefits as we can.
Yes.
And you're right. He knew we were going to be here eventually. The only thing he's learned is that we're already here, and we're going to try and rest before consecrating it. Okay.
Well, everyone get a good last hour.
That ambient thunder sounds.
I hope those are getting quieter.
Yeah.
Now that Strahd knows where you are, I rolled one encounter for 10 minutes. And somehow
you failed all of them?
No way.
The highest I got was 14. So I will say,
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I mean, the dice have spoken. You get the final hour.
Here we go. Let's go.
Whoa.
All right.
I really thought, like, I just needed 15 and up. It was a 25% chance each time.
Yeah.
That's wild. That is wild.
That's
amazing
crazy.
dice, dude.
Thank you, Dice.
Apparently.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Roll20.net.
Dice.
I did roll a 20 on that scry. That was what that encounter was. But yeah.
But the fact that my dog can see invisibility.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Came prepared.
Also, it's
Ready
I feel
for
like
this.
we've never seen him scrying us before. I feel like. Have we ever noticed him scrying us before?
For the longest
I
time,
don't think
you
it
had
was
the
him.
amulet of.
Right.
Have we always been able to see invisibility?
Ever since we got my dog.
Which Bocephalus predates when we went to the Golthias tree. So he would have been there, theoretically.
Yeah.
Anyway. A good guard dog.
I scratched my dog's head. So good.
Check.
Oh, I hated that.
Well then.
Okay, I just need like just 30 seconds just to switch even just one spell.
Yep. That is absolutely wild.
Any cool plants around this shrine?
Yeah. Oh no, for sure there would be really cool plants. This is like very connected to nature. Are you looking for flowers?
Yeah. Usually, yeah. Or anything that's poisonous.
Oh, but this is desecrated. Shoot.
It means they're super poisonous.
Yeah, that means they're super fucked up weird plants.
right.
Just what I want.
Our favorite kind.
Yeah, we'll just say that there's like a carnivorous there's a like dark purple rose, like midnight purple. And it looks like a rose, but then it opens up and it's like it's almost serrated when it opens up. And you can see that there is just like this pit in the center of it that seems to just eat whatever it had caught.
That's so
There's
sick.
a few of them all around.
Yeah, I'm gonna take like a probably empty bottle that I have and like break it and then like dig kind of the roots up and put it in there like a potted plant.
Yeah. Amazing.
Okay, I'm just gonna get. It won't take too much longer. I'll just say I'm good to go.
Okay.
Sick.
Lumari set. I actually picked up another proficiency. I had to change something.
Nice.
That's a cool thing to do.
Good.
So as soon as Citron gets up, he's gonna crack his knuckles. He's going to pat Lumaria on the back and cast Death Ward.
Cool.
So
Sick.
yeah, if you try to 1v1 Strahd again or something, that pops up. Got a 0, pop right back up to 1.
Gives me one more chance.
Yes. Then I am going to cast, or not cast, but Emboldening Bond. Congrats, pals. We get that sweet 1d4.
Thank you.
And we can switch places to absorb damage if need be.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Right, it's a reaction to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I am gonna hand Beatrice this
alright.
plant.
I am prepared to transport us all,
Of course.
if something bad should happen, back to Argenvostolt.
Right.
Okay.
I am good now, and I am ready.
Seems we've made it through. I hope you both are feeling better.
And in that time, Lumari's like black sclera golden mechanical eye starts to give like a faint whirring sound as it now is peaked up to detect magic. It is just ongoing and scanning everything all the time.
Okay. You do see quite a bit of magic coming from this shrine. It has abjuration type magic on it, which the other one did too. But it was also masking the fact that there was a glyph here. But with your detect magic, you do not see any other glyphs that would cause you any harm.
It seems that we have undoubtedly created safety. There are no other wards to keep us out. So, it is time to move forward, yes?
I'm ready.
Do we have any clue what to expect in this one? The future, yes?
Right. This is the future. I don't know what to expect. But I know that the other two had visions. So I don't know if everyone wants to come with me or if someone to stay back. I imagine that it will most likely be something that is difficult, like the rest.
Do we want someone to stay out here and keep watch?
Looks over at Esmeralda.
Looks over at Esmeralda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I will.
If you wouldn't mind.
I'll keep watch. Is there anything that I need to keep an eye out for? I know that you were all talking in your heads.
Oh, yes. Bocephalus will probably be staying out here with you, so if Bocephalus starts to look in a certain direction and bark at you, it probably means that there's another scrying eye and keeping an eye on us.
Got it.
I would also keep an eye on the storm. The closer it is, the most likely... most likely Strahd is coming as well.
I didn't think that I would ever be saying this, but... Vaughn, do you mind if I have one of your fingers?
Yes, of course.
Great. Okay. Puts it in her pocket.
Lamar's gonna kind of step over, reaching into the thigh pouch, with taking these 2 vials. You may already have some, however, this is a particular form of holy water. I would not use the term holy, but it works in similar ways. It will help to make sure that if you need to attack something, if it is unholy,
yes,
it will do exponentially well.
Thank you. Well, I will keep an eye out. Good luck in there. Yeah, don't die.
Oh, and if you see, if somebody does show up that is human, do not kill them. Keep them alive until I come back.
Odd, but okay.
Good.
While they were talking to Esmeralda, could I pull Vaughn aside for a second?
Yes.
So, sort of just under the pretense of like looking over some materials, pull them enough over the side. I was like, Vaughn, I need to tell you something very important.
All right.
If I die, I want you to have everything in my possession.
Understood, but you're not going to die.
I would hope not.
Mm-hmm.
But I have been on borrowed time ever since the last shrine.
Right.
This was my big move on Strahd.
And it's a very good move.
And we got him. I got him. So everything past this is a blessing he hasn't separated my head from my shoulders yet. And I need you to promise me that when he comes, and if I die and you survive, you do not throw your life away because of that. You take everything in my possession and you use it to the best of your ability for the best of your time as long as you can, and you bring down every bastard left in Barovia.
Of course I can do that for you. I will stop him at every attempt from murdering you and anyone that ever dares to try. But should it, for whatever reason, happen, I will I'll destroy this entire land.
I hope I'm around to see it.
You will be.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna hug Beatrice.
She actually
Getting all kinds of hugs today.
a little bit weakly hugs back. Beatrice is very worn in a way that she hasn't been up to this point. She usually kind of keeps herself pretty together. I think in the midst of this hug, you can feel how tiny she is and how like trembly weak. She's low on everything. She has nothing left right now apart from hit points. And that's not much when you're a caster.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I sort of adjust my head back down.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Also, that flower has teeth in it. Did you see?
I'd sort of like under the pretense of putting it in the portable hole and tucking it away.
Of course. You all walk into the center of this shrine, feeling that same heavy feeling that you had felt back in the Shrine of the Weaver. The glyphs all around begin to alight, along with the stone where you see these small carved runes are now glowing with a soft blue light. Sorsha stands just next to it, looking to confirm that everyone is ready. And then she places both of her hands, takes a deep breath. And then you see this light begin to shine through her eyelids before her eyes open up completely blue, these almost spotlights, as everything around you turns to darkness. And we'll go to break right now. While we are on break, we're going to give away a free copy of, I believe it's White Dragon Cavern. So, White Dragon Cavern is a adventure for 4 characters of an average party level of 4, 8, or 14. You can, let's see, where does it say? Yeah, have White Dragon Cavern hooks are offered as a table of something. Doesn't even have a description of it. I don't know. It's a D&D adventure. If you want it,
sounds cool.
Yeah.
Do !Seeker in the chat. Followers get 1 ticket, subscribers get 2. We'll be back in 15 minutes. We'll see you all soon. Bye. Man, I was like, I was like 3, 2, 1. You gonna say it? Anyways, all right, we're gonna do the giveaway.
No, because I was
DIY
spells.
witch.
Hi, everyone. Yay.
Hey.
I'll send you the code later.
Welcome back.
All right. Okay. So, we're no longer in the windmill. Change that.
Was that creaky awful, like a good awful, but on the Sirenscape, is that the sound of the windmill?
That's the sound of the windmill light going. Yeah.
Nice touch.
Dude, I love that. It's so good. Okay. So, last we left off, you had begun the ritual of reconsecration. Everything was warped into darkness. And a similar vision is in front of you as the ones that you had seen before, where you are standing in the center of this circle of pillars. On the outside, darkness. You see mist reaching up over this invisible barrier. One thing that you do notice that is different about these pillars, though, is that each of them are no longer stone, but black obsidian. As you take a look at your surroundings, Sorsha takes her hands off the stones. You find your own reflections within them. And they're just staring right back at you. choose. As this collective voice echoes in this echo chamber of this shrine. Choose. What do you all want to do?
Choose.
So there's like a reflection of each of us.
Yeah, is
Correct.
it like 1-to-1, like Pillar? If we go to the other ones, do we have reflections in all of them?
You see, I'll update the map that I have here.
Oh.
You
Oh.
see each of yourselves.
Oh,
One
okay. So it is a
standing
pair.
in another.
And they're just reflections within the obsidian.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. They move.
They do not.
Mm-hmm.
Other than like this, their voices aren't like direct. Like I said, they're like these echoes, as if they're on the other side of a canyon and you just barely hear what's left of the smallest amount of sound waves. It's distant, yet completely surrounding you. And you just see them mouthing the word, choose.
I am not sure what they do you all hear it? Yes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say,
Oh.
you also see they are reflections of you, but something's off. There's a difference. You can see like small differences. Maybe your armor is different. Maybe your weapons are different. But yeah.
I don't know what is going on, but they say choose. And I would like to not choose me.
Do we think this is something that each of us face alone, or do we choose to face one as a group?
Well, let's find out.
Well, who do we want to pick?
Can I choose Muppet Strahd?
Muppet Strahd disappears somehow. You try pressing and like
Johnny,
the echoes around you, it turns to mist.
You didn't say the one tiny difference in each of our reflections is that we were Muppets.
You didn't say we were Muppets.
Yeah, they were Muppets.
What kind of Muppets are we?
Yeah, you describe.
I'm like one of the
audience
weirdly
listener
pretty
later.
Muppets with like the really big eyeshadow. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%. I'm definitely an early 80s Muppet that they actually just had an old sock and they were like, we got this.
Figured it out.
Audio
Vaughn
listener
is
later,
Kermit.
there was a pillar labeled Muppet Strahd. That was just goofing. That was just a goofing
We
around.
were
It's
just
silly
being little
goofing.
goofs.
Yeah.
Goofing.
Do we think
Citron's
it's a
gonna
word?
point to his.
Him?
Let's just get mine out of the way. Yeah.
Is it best to do this one at a time or all at once?
They said choose.
I
They
think-
wanted more rules established. They said it should have said more than choose.
How about we
I think-
choose none? I'm just putting it out there.
That is a choice.
Not choosing's a choice.
No, we choose none. There's a difference of not choosing versus choosing none.
And can we pick that pedestal and
All
point
right.
at one of the empty ones?
On the other side of these ones, you just see like similar to the mist around you, just like this vacuum of nothingness.
DLC.
And like the DLC. The more you look into it, the more you feel like you're falling into darkness, and you have to like kind of catch yourself as you stare into it.
Ooh, maybe not that one. I mean, do we want to go for Citron?
I think we should see what happens if we
I-
go for Citron. Will it only take Citron, or is it we all choose?
Right.
I mean,
at the very least,
If
we
it's a
should.
thing where it hurts you, I don't know if we necessarily want that.
I mean,
I
don't
think we
way to
should at
learn
least
about
see
playing,
what
so.
happens before we all
Yeah.
jump in.
All right.
Can I don't know, insight check the universe?
Sure.
Oh, it said
Is that like a
choose.
tarot reading?
Like quite literally,
check.
like it says choose, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, can I insight check this Vaughn? Who the fuck is this
Just
guy?
catch the vibes. Yeah.
Who the hell's this guy?
Who the fuck is you?
Can I?
That's a 19 to try to, I don't know, like to insight what is going on or why or.
Sure. One of the things that you had seen, you know what? I'll even say you're looking at yourself when this happens, right? You're looking at yourself and trying to understand what the fuck is going on. Why is this Lumaria different than you? And I think you already know what this is. What would the Dark Lord of Lumaria look like? What does Lumari see in their own future had they become a Dark Lord?
So that means Lumari is, in the overview of it, looks like a partial like automaton dread pirate. Like there's definitely like a lot of mechanical adjustments with like a lot of dark garbs, almost like this like very bodysuit underneath this half armor gleaming of this like obsidian black plating. And there would definitely be like these mechanical adjustments. The eye would have been changed. There would have been other mechanical adjustments for the visor. Basically a bunch of magical items melded into his body rather than just carrying them, so that he never has to waste magic to do things. Just a human magic item. Also somehow powered in the same way that like Spelljammer ships are powered, like would have found a way to basically be a space driven nightmare, to take his term as Deventer the Fate Woven.
Incredible. That is what you see on the other side of this obsidian almost mirror. This is you if you were to have had your own domain of dread, maybe even taking over Barovia for yourself. This is you. A possible future.
So I rolled a wisdom save because it felt appropriate. I rolled a natural 1. Lumaria breaks, because this isn't just like a possible future. This is what Lumari understands happens if his daughter does die. If he can't save her, then there is no point and everything can just burn. And like, this is not one of those things like, oh, if I made a different choice. It's like, no, this is the outcome if I can't save her, and I'm ready to invest in it. And Lumari just kind of buckles down to his knees. There's like a state of trembling, and like, I think even to a point that he holds back vomiting from the sheer like idea of knowing that this, in that version, his daughter is dead for good.
Is that like him approaching it, or like where is he positioned? Is he like closer to it now?
Yeah, he like, I would say he probably took like 2 big steps towards it, got a better look, and then like stopped, shook, drops his weapon. There's like a definitive limpness and like disarmament, a state of surrender to this visage before him. Mari is broken.
He hasn't done that before, right? That's new. That's a new thing.
That is new, Lumari. What is wrong?
We see the reflection the way
So that does bring us to each of you.
Huh.
This is the potential future of everyone here if they were to have become a Dark Lord of the Domains of Dread. So, I guess, Citron, since you were pointing at yourself, you must not have seen it at first. You were just referencing it for a second, but now that you look closer at it, what does Citron's Dark Lord self look like? And how does Citron react to it?
I've got two different thoughts. One where either he's completely abandoned the dragon, or the other where he's a full dragonborn again, but a different type of dragon. And I'm not sure which one would be more appropriate.
I mean,
I kind of like the idea of, I think he looks at himself, and I'm not the most familiar with a different dragon colors.
Like the types?
Yeah, the different types.
Okay.
Like, whichever one would be a bad dragon.
Like a white dragon?
Yeah,
All of them,
there's
if you want to be.
the opposite
Yeah.
is white
Fair.
of silver. But all of them could be bad.
Maybe like a shadow dragon or something.
Shadow dragon would be sweet.
Shadow, or I think there's a
Oh,
deep
that sounds
dragon.
so fucking cool.
Deep dragon, yeah. So something like a
Draco-Lich.
shadow or deep dragon. Oh, a Draco. I feel like it'd be
Ooh,
a
a
Draco Lich.
Dracolich
Dracolich.
is
Yeah.
cool.
That's a good one.
He's-
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
'Cause Those,
sees-
those are evil. Like, I don't think
Yeah,
there's
that
like
way,
a world
yeah.
they can't be.
Anytime you go into lichdom, it's just, well, except for
Archliches,
except for the
but we
lich
don't.
and the Amber Temple, but we don't. Yeah. Anyways,
Like that being
a friend.
undead already, like that a Draco Lich Dragonborn is what
So
Citron
good.
sees. Similar clothes, you know, the armor, the shield, has been completely replaced. With a new sigil on it. No longer is it of Arkenvost. It's of a giant lemon tree. Because bad citron is sour. Sorry, that was so dumb.
No, I
but
like.
so good.
I like.
That's the biggest difference. He's a full-on Dragonborn again, Draco Lich Dragonborn,
Okay.
with a lemon tree shield,
Mm-hmm.
black lemons. Like, it's a very, very nice, intricately detailed shield. The lemons are these yellow and
Molded.
black molded jewels encrusted.
That's cool.
And his little green scarf has a little skulls sewn into them, you know, for the aesthetics.
Mm-hmm. So, you see the Revenant Lord Citron on the other side of this obsidian mirror. Similarly, all of you see this. Does anybody look closer at themselves?
I mean, Lumaria is, you know.
I would be sort of curious what's going on and look closer at my reflection too. Yeah.
Okay.
We need
What does
all the
Katya
badass
see?
descriptions.
Yeah. we need to know what these look like. Katya, what do you see?
Katya sees the next Dark Lord of Barovia, who it's Katya gone fully vampire, like obviously undead and sort of like looks more like her mother now and dressed the same way. She's in like really, elegant, like vampire, like the typical vampire clothing, just some real like fancy, sexy vampire dress.
Yeah.
You also have access in this one to Strahd's plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that is something that Katya is wearing.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Because you are the next in this
she's like
line.
Sexy dress, big pauldrons.
Sexy dress, big pauldron, some real video game armor. No, but like
my eyes are up here on the pauldrons.
Very clearly like the direct combination of Strahd and her mother in a person, obviously fully vampired, like out, fully evil, and like inheriting their legacy. And Katya sees that and just looks disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolutely disappointed and beside herself seeing this image of what could be.
Okay.
If we're going around, I'll go up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess since I'm kind of that way. Beatrice is kind of confused because she doesn't think she has a future at this point. So I was confused to even see a figure there. Beatrice is also the only person who's never, I don't think, ever been tempted by a dark power.
Mm-mm.
Except for Strahd himself.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking in terms of like, and that was a very different tempting. I feel like in a world where she became a dark power, it would have been if she had married Strahd and like become like the preeminent like wife of Strahd, and then
interesting
been like would have been like ruling Barovia as his equal. Like I don't imagine like that's the only path I could see that she would have become because she has no interest in like being subservient to a dark power. That's why she's never been interested in them.
Right.
But Strahd is the closest yeah, but that's why Strahd was the closest it ever came, because it wasn't about that. It was about like matching this person as an equal, and she didn't think he was like controlling her. But I don't think she would ever, she's like, no, I'm smarter than you, I don't need you for most dark powers. But Strahd like kind of just got her in a weird way. So I guess it would be like, does that fit the prompt? I guess is the question.
Absolutely. I mean, this is Beatrice could have pretty much like ascended. I mean, there are domains of dread that have 2 Dark Lords. There's some that have none. So absolutely, you could have like ascended into that Dark Lord. And I mean, I wonder what that would look like, but
I assume vampire. She wouldn't have had any of the injuries that happened to her.
Mm-hmm.
So she probably wouldn't be wearing the hat. She'd probably be in like similar to Katya, wearing like the true finery of the palace, looking like the queen of Barovia, essentially.
I love that.
Yeah, and in some weird way, like split with vampire, like somehow like she has siphoned part of vampire into herself to rule alongside Strahd as an equal.
I love that. Vaughn, do you look into yours?
I'm mostly trying to stay near Beatrice, but I think that Vaughn's eye is definitely going to wander over towards themselves.
What do they see?
I think they see a Vaughn in there who is wearing like a full like tall cage on their head, with these like massive like furred shoulders of goats, like pelts all sewed together, and tons of like effigies and trinkets around there, probably a large gnarled staff sewn together of parts of their mother, that they've collected after escaping their cage and just tearing apart Baba Saga themselves, and just wearing just like probably a belt of just different human faces, just skinned off and collected, and just full like empty black eyes, but kind of still standing somewhat tall and wearing an outfit that's kind of sewn together in a way where it still imitates Strahd's. The hair slicked back like Strahd's is supposed to be, and their their teeth like filed down painfully, blood still kind of pooling out of their mouth to still try to imitate Strahd von Zarovich.
Damn.
Fucking metal, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our final one is Sorsha.
Sorsha can't be a Dreadlord. Dreadlord Sorsha? Yeah, she could.
In this case, could have followed her father.
True.
And could have been the next Fane of Barovia. Could have been controlling of her very own domain of dread. And so one of the things that you see is she has her father's spear, the blood spear of Kavan. You can see that she has these decorative like antlers.
Oh, can they look like sorry to interrupt, but can they look like when deer like they're in the rut and like they're shedding? You know what I'm talking about?
Where it's like
that's scary.
When it's like the velvet is shedding off of the antlers.
Horrifying.
You can see that she has dark, slick black hair that comes down, and like you can see this like black ichor coming off of it. She wears this full outfit of pelts and has this cloak made of nightshade. You can see from her black eyes these veins that come out, and just next to her you see this undead beast of some kind, this like giant canine type creature that she just has a hand on its head as she just looks directly back at Sorsha. So, with all of that in mind, what do you all do?
I think we have to choose one domain ruled by one of us in this form. Which version of Barovia do we choose, I think is the question.
Do we pick the one we can live with, the one we think we'll be safest in?
Or the one we're most curious about? And I sort of look in the direction of Lumari.
Lumari's going through all...
You're muted.
Muted.
Oh. Lamar's going through like the visions of what could be in his head of a star killer, basically, energy. But in perspective to Barovia, not even on his radar. So Barovia is like almost untouched, I think, in his head, because it's not worth it.
One thing that you see as it's looking directly at you is that it holds that skull that you have, that then drops down into the chain that you have. And it's just looking directly at you, kind of swaying. Your 19 insight, it looks like you were going to try and battle one of these.
Well, let's not choose mine.
In that aspect, New Lumaria's gonna finally come out of this like terror state, involuntarily crying, specifically out of the mechanical eye. Those tear ducts aren't supposed to work, so it is a bit like it's forced pain and a little bit of blood as Lumaria looks. I do think I should avoid this one.
Fair enough.
Who do we think we can kill the easiest?
Well,
I mean this in a non-offensive way. I do not think we should fight Sorsha. Druids at very high levels, whether or not they're dreadlords, are incredibly difficult to kill.
Right.
Mine, and I say this in the kindest way to myself, would probably be on the easier side to kill, but I don't know if I'm going to be alone.
Perhaps mine would be the safest route. It'd be the most straightforward. I am only the second strongest in Barovia, so it wouldn't be as dangerous as Vaughn's. My spellcasting is limited.
If we can hit me without base kinds of damage, then I should go down fairly easily.
Vaughn,
presuming.
I sort of like grab the back of Vaughn's arm and just shake my head.
If we want the easiest, I suppose I would be best to face as a group.
Since you're good at one-on-one.
I am an assassin in ways. I'm not meant to fight many. My only concern is I promise to take at least one person down with me no matter what. That means that facing me means we could all live except for perhaps one.
Well, it's probably not going to be one-on-one, right? We're going to fight. I assume it'll be all of us together.
I don't know if you remember, but we fought a war against Strahd's army and I killed Strahd, or at least
I do remember.
And that was in the middle of...
It was very impressive.
Yes.
And that is me with only a fraction of what I can do. When I say someone will die, it is inevitable, but I could only eliminate one person in such a battle.
And I'm hoping that is all that this will take in this scenario.
Katya, you do appear to be a vampire.
Yes.
And you do have a sword very strong against vampires.
This is a very good point.
And it is sort of the thing that a lot of us are built to kill.
It is sort of what we are aiming for. Citron, you seem kind of undead. How are you feeling about your doppelganger?
I think with me being very magic forward, I don't think we have, because I'm the only one, because Lumaria and I are the only ones who got the full rests, I don't think we're good to go up against a spellcaster.
That's a fair point. I'm inclined to agree. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it. I suppose it's mine then, yes? Is that what you're thinking? I feel like it will have the least surprises. All right.
Okay.
I will say I don't, as the new one, I'm not. What are you currently capable of at your current state? This is because Jayden actually has no idea.
I'm capable of hitting vampires very hard with my sword.
She may also be able to deflect one of our hits onto another one of us.
That is true. I have runes that can in various ways affect opponents' attacks. I can cast invisibility and misty step, or I can turn into mist and make people invisible, and I can deflect and
hit a bunch of times.
I can deflect an attack onto another opponent and disrupt an incoming attack.
And also, I'd like to point out that in the few times I've seen you engage in combat, you are quite fit. You have your vitality is potent, and in a state of vampirism, that would only be refined. I am designed to kill Strahd, and Strahd can mend himself over time. A fight against you in that state, if that is true, would come with various concerns in your survivability. I'm not opposed to it. I feel that these awareness should be placed if that is what we must do.
Are you wondering, you think that destroying this doppelganger will affect me now?
I think that your alternative version might be stronger than you're giving yourself credit for.
Right. No, I understand that. I just wonder. I assumed it will be stronger. I'm hoping it will be stronger in the ways that we can account for, as opposed to ways that are more magical with all of you. Does that make sense?
If that is the way.
I have a very direct way of combat, and it's a way that we can counter, that we can adjust for, that we can expect.
Really, I think the ones we know the least about what would happen in there are Devan or Lumaria. We just don't know what the two of you are capable of, especially heightened. Citron, I think it would be a little bit more straightforward, but I agree with your assessment that magic, and I feel similarly about Sorsha. I don't think us going up against a high-level caster like that, potentially ones that can heal themselves in extreme ways, is a good idea. And mine, I do think objectively, mine would be the easiest to kill, but frankly, in any version where I am elevated in this way, I don't think I would be alone. I don't know if how that works here, but there's every chance that is also, there'd be a Dark Lord to match that Dark Lady. And I don't think two people is a good idea.
There's a lot of risks we cannot account for, and so by trying to find the safest path.
Well, if I had to choose anyone to kill me, Katya, you would be a top pick. I feel like you'd be quick, clean, efficient.
I would do my very best. As painless as possible.
Then, Katya.
Hmm?
Oh, Citron, yes.
Oh no, I was just gonna say after the past few days, I wouldn't mind punching myself in the face, and I'm sure there might be a few others in this party who would take great joy in that as well.
Well, Citron, I don't think your future could be any worse than your past.
All right, Katya. Going for Katya's.
I think that's the way. And frankly, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather not have to kill any of you. I'm gonna go up to my reflection.
Okay.
I'm gonna just interpose myself between the Katya's reflection and Beatrice.
You look at the full-fledged vampire self. Slightly older, only by a little. Longer teeth. These red piercing eyes. And you stand in front of it as it reaches a hand out.
I take it.
You reach out to the obsidian mirror, and as you reach out, it's like you're falling forward and backwards at the same time as you find yourself on the other side of this mirror. Katya is now... We did a level 21 shot.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
You are Katya level 20 right now.
Oh,
and I need
shit.
everyone to roll initiative.
This is kind of what I was... Yep.
Oh, boy.
I was like, I wonder where Johnny's gonna pull these stats from. Oh, probably from that.
I was thinking it was going to be the 21 shot.
I'm just saying.
I forgot about that.
Lumaria would have been the safe bet. I'm just saying, everybody.
I think there's a... Yeah.
I mean, it's the fact that now it seems we have lost Katya in the fight against Katya.
Yeah, that I didn't expect. Am I controlling this Katya, or do you want? Or you?
You are controlling this Katya.
Got it. Cool.
And
This
I
could be
need
very
you to
bad.
be as fucking
man.
ruthless as possible.
Oh, I'm on it.
I would love to
Sorry
roll
about
high
this, everybody.
once for...
Awesome.
Can I...
You know what's good? Katya didn't get a full... Well, no, I guess the 20 level one did get a full rest.
And I do also want to say, any preparations that Katya would take as level 20 is what she comes out with.
Oh, okay. We should be glad we didn't pick Lumaria. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Good.
I would have
We,
told you every single thing that you have in your arsenal to get yourself ready for a fight, that is happening. So that means that Beatrice would have had however many turrets that she has. That means Citron would have had...
All my exploding cannons?
Exactly. All of
no.
it. So Vaughn would have came out blade singing, raging.
And raging, yep.
All of them. So
Yeah.
Lumaria would
I
have
actually
just been
do think
invisible
this is...
forever.
I do think this actually might have been a good... I still think Beatrice might have been slightly easier to kill, but like Citron also would have been really hard.
Citron
as like a druid with all of your boons and shit, that would have been really hard.
Beatrice might have been
Right.
easier to kill, but she might have been like, or you might have been like harder to hit. You
Yeah.
see what I mean?
No
Like,
one can hit you.
Yeah. And like, I just imagine it going, being explosive and hard to contain. So I think this is still a good call, you
Right?
guys.
Lumaria had a
Yeah.
laser pistol. Oh, I mean, like...
Yeah.
Right.
Sorsha would have been bad.
Yeah.
Sorsha would have been bad.
A 20th level druid?
That
Yeah.
would have been bad.
Wild shapes and
Yeah.
shit.
No way.
No.
Yeah, because she would have had unlimited... Yeah, just bad.
And she
just
would
bad
she would
stuff.
summon things? Because that's what her class
yeah.
does.
Mm-hmm.
That would've been
We'd
bad.
have to fight so many things.
The only thing that would be different is, yes, you have a longsword. Great. We're giving you a +2 longsword because that is Strahd's.
Okay.
Hey, you don't have the sun sword. That's a plus.
It's true.
You don't have the sun sword.
That's a good point.
We should have took Katya's sword before they got put in the obsidian.
You have to attune to it.
Yeah, it wouldn't have come out for anybody.
If we take Katya's hand, it counts.
just
sever it.
Katya's hand. Crap.
Oh man.
Could
Alright,
Bocephalus
plus 2 long
wield the sun
sword.
sword because I have one of Katya's hands?
Bocephalus is keeping watch.
I know, but
You
Do you
will
imagine?
also have legendary actions. You have 3 per round.
Okay.
boy.
Let's see. You can also use your bonus action to dash and disengage.
Okay.
I do think Vaughn would have been a good choice because Vaughn is a glass cannon.
Vaughn
I might
have been
just-
a good-
Not if
Should I
he's raging.
share Strahd with you? No,
Yeah,
I won't.
But
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We could not let Vaughn kill Beatrice. Shadow Vaughn could not kill Beatrice. That would have been psychologically a nightmare.
If I was gonna play Vaughn, I would have targeted Beatrice.
Yeah, this is gonna be traumatizing
and you would
for
have
all of
seen,
you.
and you would have seen yourself on the other side of that mirror too. Just kill. Oh man, that would have been rough.
That's
Okay.
why Beatrice grabbed and was like, no, we can't. Nope, not an option.
2 things.
So yes,
2 things.
Is Katya just in like a black void during all of this? Regular Katya, can she see any of this?
you can see it on the other. Like it was like this disorienting thing, and you can now see yourself on the. You grabbed Katya, vampiric Katya's hand, and then just swapped places. So now you are on the other side of this, and you are watching. You're like in this dark void around you.
Got it.
So,
and you know, Lumari, you got what you asked for. You have one person to kill, so
that is fair. That is my whole thing.
And of all the people we lost somebody that didn't get a full rest.
Yeah. Katya was pretty much full rested after that. She did not.
I mean,
need much.
Katya doesn't lose anything.
Yeah, she gets a lot back on a short rest too.
Yeah.
Is it possible to, as Katya's swapping, to just activate an ability or two before we technically got initiative rolled?
I would say no, because this was happening like as it was happening.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So the initiative is starting with Lumari. You have the first initiative, so you can get all the things that you needed to get ready right now.
Yeah, I need a whole turn to go Super Saiyan.
Do we have Emboldening Bond up still?
Yes.
Or was that too long?
No, that
Emboldening Bond's 10 minutes.
But then again,
Yeah.
So for sure, you still have it.
Okay.
Do I have Emboldening Bond?
Not you. You weren't there.
Not this Katya.
not
the other
this
I was
Katya.
thinking about
Katya.
it when you said Emboldening Bond. I was like, damn, should I give that to? But no, you wouldn't.
Okay.
I'm not at peace with this, Katya.
That's
Do
fair.
we still have those 9 temp hit points from something last game? Or have those faded by this point?
They last until your next long rest, so I would say yes. I don't know
Okay.
what the temp hit points came
It's like,
from
I think you're the only one that has them since you didn't get hit.
because your turret was the thing that did it, right?
No, my turret wasn't up. I had my fire guy up.
What
I
was
just got
the temp hit points?
I just
then?
got temp hit points from something and I never used them, I guess.
Might have been from me.
It might have just been from something Citron
Or
did
from-
early on.
Sure.
It would have
Okay.
either been from Citron
If
or
it's
from
there,
Sorsha.
I trust you. It would still be there.
Double check distance. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I trust that they're supposed to be there. I just wasn't sure if they went away just on
No,
a
that's fine.
timeline or something.
Yeah,
I can
that's
rush Katya.
Okay.
I'm gonna rush bonus action. Sorry, but die. I'm gonna curse Dark Lord Katya. And
That's cool though. That is a cool title.
That is pretty cool.
Right?
That is cool.
and I am going to have to double check if I can do this.
I think I just thought about it. I think when she's in the reflection, she's wearing like a really fancy dress and finery, and then as she stepped through into it, the plate armor came on around her.
Incredible. Oh, that's so good.
Stop. She's hot.
And Lumari is going to take from their pouch. They're gonna grab this thing that looks like almost like a ruby gem, partially faded, which looks like it has an eyeball in it, as it will then move in this gem to look at Katya and darkness will explode out from that, consuming myself and out to 10 feet as all dim light turns to darkness and I am obscured in the shadows of the abyss.
Amazing.
I am
Citron,
considered heavily obscured.
Yeah, Citron and Beatrice, what is your dex scores? I'm adding in legendary actions so that Zack knows when to go.
I got a 16.
Oh, cool.
Sorry.
I don't get
whatever.
I don't have to do. Oh no,
16.
I get to be Sorsha. That's what it is. Okay, 16.
14.
And then 14. Okay, so then I'm gonna bump you up to an 18, Beatrice. Okay, cool.
Wow.
Actually, I'll do 19 because it's gonna be. Okay, cool. All
Leg
good.
action. Leg day.
Leg action.
And that's it. That's all. Takes a whole turn to go Super Saiyan.
Amazing. Okay, so that would mean that it would activate a legendary action if you would like. Like I said, you can do
what are my options on a legendary action? Can I do
a regular
anything?
attack. Yeah, an attack is 1 point. Moving without any opportunity attacks is another one. And then biting is 2 actions. I will share that with you. I'm gonna copy Strahd and then I'll give you all the stuff.
So I have 3 points to dish out, however,
each round. And then they refresh when it comes to your turn.
Got it. Okay, great. You said I can move without opportunity attacks?
As a legendary action, yes.
Okay, cool. Whoops, that's not where I wanted to go.
Where did you go? Jesus.
I hit the wrong thing. And there's darkness 10 feet out.
Yes, darkness is being made 10 feet out from me.
It's like full darkness, can't see through it.
Yeah.
Magical darkness.
It creates magical darkness 10 feet from me. Let me confirm this.
10-foot radius, 10-foot diameter.
I'm gonna use my legendary
just 10
action
feet
to move here behind
me.
Beatrice.
It's a 10-foot radius.
Oh, okay. Why are you going to Beatrice?
Just to clarify, I know it can move without opportunity. Does Sentinel override that?
So, it says no opportunity attacks. I believe we already went over this because Katya also has Sentinel, so it automatically balances out anyway. So no.
That's right. Okay. Damn.
So, I will put a circle onto the map for that. That was a legendary action for Katya. Beatrice, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to pull up as Katya just appears there.
She like the cloud comes up and Katya just like blurs out of it, beelining towards these party members.
Got it.
So fucking cool.
I whip around with my Eldritch Cannon coming up from my hip, and I blast you
Hell yes.
Dexterity save. Fire for that fire, please.
You need a dex?
Yep.
You also have legendary resistances.
Oh, fuck. 17.
So I think that passes. Let me double check. No, actually that fails.
Oh.
Spell save 18.
Okay. Can you use a legendary resistance after the?
You also have Indomitable.
You're right.
As a fighter.
Jesus.
You're right. Can you use legendary reactions after you get the result, or does it have to be before?
Legendary resistances can happen after. If you fail, you choose to succeed instead.
Got it. I will use one of those. And those are 3 for the whole fight?
Yeah.
I don't
you have Indomitable, though.
These very often. I understand that.
What does Indomitable do?
It lets me reroll a saving throw.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're going to take half. So you'll take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay. 10? Sorry.
Yeah, half a 21. And then I am going to use my action to disengage and my movement with my winged boots to get the hell out of there.
Amazing.
I leave my cannon behind. So I think I can fly. I'm going to just get up. I know you can get to me wherever I am. Can I get up?
Regardless, it's Sentinel. Does disengage work on
it
Sentinel?
Actually, very specifically, the wording says even if they disengage.
Right. So
even if you
Sentinel
disengage.
Pops.
Yeah. Sentinel
Oh shoot! Would I know that?
I mean, you've seen Katya do it before.
You've seen me do it a lot, yeah.
I don't, but I'm not a fighter type. I might just not know how that works. Because Ellen doesn't know.
I will leave that up to
wild.
you because I can see either way happening.
Sure.
I will leave that up to you.
I'll do an insight check.
Cool.
Versus, I don't know, Katya, what's like a score that would make sense, you think, for understanding that?
I have no idea.
Athletics?
Sure.
Athletics would work.
Right.
With your
Versus their
My
like
athletics is an 11.
So you
Plus
have
11?
You have to get a 21 in order
I have
to
to
see
get a
this.
21.
Oh, you mean like a roll? Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
I'm trying to roll against something to see if I would have picked
No,
this
but
up
you want
watching
me
you
to
fight.
roll against something too.
Yeah, go ahead and do an athletics.
I rolled a 14, so
Oops, that's
most
Arcana. Well, so what would that number have been? Hold on.
With a 13, that was a 13, so it would have been 24.
Yeah.
yeah, Beatrice doesn't understand fight mechanics for fighters, so I burn my action doing the disengage.
I will also say, you just saw Katya rush out of the darkness right at you, so that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
so,
I think it makes sense.
absolutely.
I think, I think you're probably on your back foot a little bit. Okay, so then I'm gonna.
You do have to hit.
I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's see if I can hit Beatrice.
Every Dark Lord just wants to know.
Right.
Can I hit Beatrice? Let's find out.
That one. There's a 32 hit?
32?
32 will hit.
Can I I would like to silvery barbs that, please and thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Reroll that.
Okay.
I mean, it's still most likely gonna
15.
hit. Doesn't hit.
There we go.
Oh my god, that's fucking wild.
And then, Ellen, you're gonna have advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you make within a minute.
Amazing.
Holy
Which means I
fucking
can
shit.
move.
Which means you can
Since
move.
Sentinel didn't hit?
Since
Yeah,
it
so I'm
didn't
gonna
hit.
fly to the
Yes.
top of that obsidian pedestal and stand on top of it.
Yeah.
And,
what did I say? I think they were like 15 feet high, so yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. I need a. I think that like the rush of that and the thing just brings out this little like sort of giddiness in Beatrice, and she yells yells instinctually at Katya like, "Only one Dark Lord's allowed to hit this, you fool!"
I love it so much.
I think Katya, like real Katya, watching this is immediately so fucking stressed and regrets her choices so badly that she turns around and cannot look at this scene.
Well, actually, the obsidian mirror is in darkness right now, so Katya doesn't know what's going on at all.
Okay, good.
I'm making you a favor.
You can barely even see,
I asked if
or
she
you barely
could
even
see, and you
hear
said
anything.
yes.
But then I
Right,
cast
no,
my
that
And
was
in
spell.
darkness.
Exactly.
Oh, the
yeah, and then
darkness spell.
Oh, the
Lumaria-
darkness, in the darkness, right? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Then she's just like, oh fuck, I hope they're okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna put all of the other tokens so that we don't get confused on the GM layer, and then I'll also put the stream onto the map because all right, go ahead and move Beatrice wherever you want to put Beatrice, that way. Okay, here we go. Sorry folks.
Is your cannon just on the ground?
Yeah, I guess it would just kind of be on the ground in my space.
Yeah.
Oh, Katya, when I get to you, it's
yeah,
over.
that's Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky.
We can hope.
All right. That is Beatrice's turn. It pops another legendary action opportunity. You have two until it's your turn.
I will attack Vaughn in this with this legendary action.
Can the turret be targeted?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to double check.
The Eldritch Cannon has an armor class and hit points.
Yep.
Cool. Does a 30 hit?
Yeah, a 30 hits.
For
Thank you
14 damage.
Yeah, thank you so much for asking, actually.
Check.
Yeah. No, it's really important
good.
to ask.
Want to
Yeah.
check?
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So that was that. Brings us now to Citron.
Oh boy. All right, because we're down a fighter, Citron is going to kind of clutch at his heart and say, Fatima, and cast Summon Celestial.
Okay. Incredible. All right. What level?
And so, level 5.
Okay.
Yes. And so, I don't remember how we described this angel. It's been a while since I've used this spell.
Well, I mean, it's each time that you cast it, it could be something different, so it's completely up to you.
Cool. Yeah, it looks just like the angelic version of Fatima.
Okay.
Wielding. Let's see. It's I'm choosing. There are 2 different versions, either Avenger or Defender. I'm summoning Defender.
Okay.
And so it's wielding. She's wielding a giant mace as well.
Amazing.
Is that how I do it? Yes. So you see this. Oh, I'm sorry, my brain's dead.
You're good.
So Citron says this, like kind of
All
like
good,
hopping, rising, like the spirit rises from his shield. It's just a giant version of Fatima with these 3 sets of wings. And she kind of crawls forward and has her mace, and I don't think there's anything else I can do for my bonus action. And so it's going to jump into the...
It goes after you, right?
Yes, it goes directly after me.
Okay, cool. I'm going to roll for it, and then I'll have it in the initiative. All right, sounds good. So then it will have a 17 as well. All right.
Awesome. So then it's going to attack Dark Lord Katya with a Radiant Mace.
Bring it on.
Okay, where on this do I... it would be my spell attack bonus? Hold on.
Ooh. Cool.
Okay, according to the stat block, it's a +9. That do it?
That did it, but it was a natural
one.
one.
That looks like a nat 1 to me.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fine. It gets 2 attacks.
Dark Lord Kai is still winning.
Only because you ran.
Does an 18
Yeah, I'm
hit?
gonna hang out in the darkness with Lumaria, right? That's what I'm gonna do. 18 does not hit.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a additional fighter at least.
Yep. Okay. So
I have something to do.
absolutely.
When Citron ends their turn next to me, I'm gonna use my reaction to cast the Rune of Vampiric Charm and attempt
I am
to
not next
charm
to you,
them.
actually. I'm still
Are you within
15, 20 feet away?
Ends their turn within 30 feet. Sorry.
Okay.
Figuratively next to me. Can I get a wisdom save, please?
Oh, sure.
Going for, what is it? No, it's in here. It's like
Scroll down. It's
that does it. That's
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does it by a lot. Okay.
Plus 10. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That brings us right on over to you, Katya.
Do I get my 3rd legendary action, or did I already do 3?
You did 3, so
Okay,
it now
great. The
resets and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to bonus action vampiric.
Did you take
gift.
any damage?
No.
Cool.
Yes, I took
You did?
10 from Beatrice's gun.
20 comes back.
Points on the board.
Just need
Points
to
off the
stab
board.
you one time.
Wow.
So you are back at full.
Okay, great. I'm gonna bonus action vampiric gift, and I'm gonna use my attacks on Vaughn.
All right.
Oh, crap. Okay.
I don't think shape change will come into play on this one.
There's a 27, 21,
Yep.
23. And since I'm level 20, I actually add a D10 to each of those now.
Great, okay.
So...
Yeah, just let me know.
10, 24, 39, 41, plus... So that's 63 damage.
Okay. Great.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
For the record, if Beatrice had taken that, she would have had like 30 hit points left. But very bad.
Yeah.
Would have been bad. Let's see. Bonus action. All 3 attacks. That's my turn. Good to
Okay.
go.
It is now Sorsha's turn. Okay. Sorsha is not going to... She's not gonna wild shape. She is going to pop the hawk because I believe she still has one more use of that. Let me just double check. Spirit totem can be used as a bonus action, blah, blah, blah. Use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. So yes, she is going to pop the hawk spirit, which actually, let's see. If you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to any creature inside or outside the aura, each creature of your choice in the aura regains hit points equal to... Now we're gonna do the hawk spirit. Yeah, we're gonna... So now she has the ability to give advantage. I will let everybody let me know if you want me to use that. Let's see. We need to get some more things on the board. So we are going to... she's out of her high level spells. Oh, she's not.
Good time to use them.
Okay, she is going to summon an elemental. She is going to use... I think Earth would be good in this situation. So I am going to bring out that. This is at 5th level. Guess that's not working, but that's okay. That white square is an elemental.
Nice.
Well, what white square?
Oh, do you not see it? Okay, well,
I don't see it. I don't see a white square.
Might be on your GM layer.
It might be. It looks like something happened to the PNG, so that's okay. But it is going to... That is her bonus action and her action. Now it is going to attack you, which we go with proficiency bonus and her wisdom. 5 and 5, so it's a +10 to hit. And then spells damage +4, so 9. Okay, so 2 attacks coming your way.
Okay.
Here is 1 for a 22.
That hits.
Great. Does 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then a 21, which deals another 12 bludgeoning damage.
21 does not hit.
These are magical, so they are not halved.
Are
if that's
these,
what you're asking.
No, I said 21 doesn't hit.
21 doesn't hit, okay.
I was gonna say, are these flanking with Vaughn? Would the creature be positioned to flank with Vaughn?
Absolutely, it would be flanking with Vaughn.
there you go. Okay,
Absolutely,
now it
100%.
is.
So then it's a 23, yeah. Thank
Very
you.
good.
I got all flustered with opening up character sheets and stuff. Cool. That is that. Now, you have the opportunity to do a legendary action. If not, it goes to Vaughn.
No, not right now.
Okay. Vaughn.
I'm going to cast Hex on Katya, so you have disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Okay.
And then grappling is one of my attacks, yes? When I take the grapple attack?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll attack her first.
Okay.
Which theoretically, if this hits because there are so many friends nearby, I would get sneak attack for it. That should hit you.
That does hit.
Yeah.
Yes, that does hit.
And you're going to take an additional d6 because you are currently hexed.
Okay.
So you're going to take an additional 5 necrotic damage, which you're probably immune to, so never mind.
We never really figured that out. Is
Yes, you are.
Is Dark Lord? Okay, great.
Yeah, if you figure if you're a full vampire,
Sure.
And
Yeah.
then I would like to...
You're resistant, sorry.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So
you
full
take
vampires,
half.
you're undead.
Two. Yeah.
So you're undead.
Correct. Yes.
Interesting.
Excelsior.
And then I would like to grapple Katya.
Bring it on.
Amazing.
So that's opposed strength athletics checks.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes. I have disadvantage.
Yes.
I have 14. Holy shit.
34.
Vaughn is the strongest in Barovia.
I mean,
No kidding.
we can't
Oh my
say anything
God.
otherwise. Like that is insane. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That
Okay.
is the entirety of my turn. I'm just holding Katya and I just go, I told you many times that I'm the strongest in Barovia. Your fancy armor doesn't change that.
Opportunity for legendary action.
Sorry, one more time. Is move, attack. What was the third one? Did you send this to me?
Move.
Fight.
Yeah, I'm
Bite.
sending it right now. I'm just
You know what?
preparing
I'm gonna
the.
bite. I'm gonna bite Vaughn.
That's rude.
Good
It
night.
costs 2, doesn't it?
It does cost 2. You also
That's
have
fine.
to be. You also have to have them grappled or incapacitated
grapple
or
them.
restrained. Correct.
Okay.
So when you
Then I'll-
attack, you can forego your damage to grapple somebody. I will have that in
okay.
this.
That's interesting. Okay, cool. Then I'll just attack him.
Wait,
with
no, they
legendary.
changed that, huh? It's now like part of the attack. Is that right? Yeah.
Hear the new
okay.
straw BS that makes it cleaner.
You just showed us the book.
So it's part of your thing. You can then use your sword to then grapple as well.
Interesting. I'll just do an attack instead.
Is that with disadvantage because you're grappled?
Probably.
No.
That's
No?
not what grapple does.
No?
Grapple doesn't impose disadvantage. It just
Oh,
makes it
okay.
so you can't move.
Right.
Oh.
Your speed is 0.
Okay.
Because grappled and grappled's more like you're just kind of holding a
Yeah,
part
right.
of them. Restrained is like the arms
Okay.
are pinned.
Can't.
Come on, hit me.
Is a 32 hit
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
for
Yeah.
27 damage.
Okay. 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 That's
Okay.
that's fine.
Is it fine?
Uh-huh.
Is that fine? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Brings us over to Lumari.
Okay, now that I've got this all set up, I'm going to try this again and run over to this running away creature.
Rude, but fair.
Going to take my sword, which I have been soaking in holy water.
Okay.
Uh,
Pretty good.
As we're all wreathed in this darkness, I am going to go for a booming blade. Dice be nice. Or not. There we go. Dice be nice, dice be nice, dice be nice, dice be nice. Alright, 26.
Okay.
To do so, that's going to be 1, 2, 3. That is going to be +6. God, terrible. But 22 points of damage, piercing and thunder. If you need me to separate any of that.
Okay. No, I think that's fine.
You are wounded. You have 1 wound. You've been hit by holy water, and you cannot heal any damage that I have inflicted upon you. Not unless you take a long rest.
Interesting.
Can
Just
she heal
the
from
damage?
damage? Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I don't know if the
heal
holy
other
water
damage?
the holy water is supposed to affect you, but any damage I inflict you can't heal, but other damage
Okay,
you
but
can.
other damage I can.
And
So I'll keep
I would
track
say
of how much damage you're doing.
Yeah, I would say that.
yeah, I'll clarify very specifically. Hit points
Okay.
lost to this weapon's damage can be regained only through a short or long rest rather than regeneration, magic, or other means.
And this is the holy weapon, or is this the
Short sword of wounding.
Which
And
I
then
thought we had the con save, right?
Yes, that's for the getting rid of the wound, but the healing thing is perpetual until you take a long rest. Basically, it prevents healing unless you take a rest, and the con save is to
Interesting.
prevent the ongoing damage from the wound.
Incredible.
You know,
All right.
I'm here to stop vampires.
Holy shit.
That's the sound of Katya
Alright.
getting stabbed. And I also
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I sound like.
you
I
were
get stabbed with holy water.
hexed as well, so you actually take an additional 5 piercing because you take damage equal to my charisma.
Amazing.
27.
Bonus action.
Just stacked full of hexes on you. Oh, I should make a con save.
I don't have any bonus actions I can use
It's...
because I'm concentrating.
Oh, I'm fine.
It's fine. Katya can't see, so that's all that matters.
Katya can't
Okay.
see. Katya's being held.
Yeah, that's it. I can't.
The darkness moved with you.
I can. But yeah, it stays within 10 feet of me.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna bonus action. Not that it matters, but I'm gonna bonus action
that's quite
hide
bad.
because I need to use my bonus action.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh shit. Okay, so I don't have direct sight of
right.
Vaughn then.
It's fine. I'm okay.
Legendary action opportunity, which you have 3 left if you'd like to.
And
You used 1, but you
I
have
used
like 3
one.
opportunities left, is what I mean.
Yeah. Can I attempt to attack Lumari? How does that work with the darkness and
It would
the
be
hiding?
disadvantage.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's try it. What else am I gonna do? Friggin' grappled. Does a 25 hit
Yeah, it hits.
for a total
Woof.
of not that much, 19 damage?
19. The Wreath of Darkness will hit you for damage. Because my
That's
darkness
cool.
is special. 2d8. Not a lot. It is 4 plus you because you're cursed. It's going to be 9 radiant for this. For these. No, 9 necrotic.
9. Okay,
So
so
halved.
which I'm resistant to. So 4, 5, 4,
4.
4. Okay, 4. Okay.
I have a copy of Strahd that doesn't have all spoilers on it in our journals, so you can open that up to see like bonus
Cool.
action and all that stuff. It'll be at the
Gotcha.
very top.
Okay. I see it. Thank you.
All right.
Cool.
So with that brings us over to Beatrice.
All right. I'm a little worried about my Eldritch Cannon because I now can't see what it's pointed at. But as far as I know,
Correct.
Vaughn is behind it, and I think it's reasonable. I would guess Lumaria's position. So I'm gonna have it go ahead on my bonus action. It's gonna attack Katya. It's gonna do the blast of fire. So Beatrice needs, or Vaughn. I assume just he would need to, or she would need to do the that save.
Yeah. And she wouldn't be able to see. So she would have disadvantage, right?
Katya? Or
Katya.
who?
Oh, on the save?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, you can't.
Because you
If
can't
it's-
see it. So
Yeah.
I put
I-
Strahd on the map on accident. Everybody ignore that. That's not real.
Why is he so little?
that's
He's a
Muppet
little
Strahd
guy.
right there. That's Muppet.
Oh, wait, he's just my little buddy. Leave him there. It makes me feel
Incredible.
better.
Things no one's
Amazing.
ever said about Strahd.
Actually, want to double check.
What?
Okay.
And then I have a strange question.
Uh-huh.
I also still kind of know Katya's position.
Anything... It would have to be a shot with disadvantage.
Right. I'm going to use... I want to use my... Give me a second. Let me see how this works.
If
Are
it
you still
helps,
doing the flamethrower?
those that are within this darkness are considered blinded because they're heavily obscured, and blinded attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
I recognize that, but
If it
I would
helps.
say that in this case, Beatrice is trying to make a shot into darkness. Like, yes, you know where Katya is, but it is a high chance that you will miss. I will still say that this would have disadvantage.
That makes sense. What I'm trying to I can't quite see. Oh, it's as an action. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out a bullet from my stuff, and I'm going to enchant it that it makes like a very distinct like noise. Like I want it to make like a little like continuous like pinging noise.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna load it into my gun to be ready for that next turn.
This is like your magical tinkering thing, huh?
It's my magical tinkering. So I'm
That's
gonna magical
fucking
tinkering.
Cool.
You're making a fucking tracker bullet.
I'm making a tracker bullet.
Fucking cool. I love that. That is absolutely awesome. Okay. Yeah.
I
All right.
assume
So
my
yeah,
bullets
it's an
are
action
like-
to start to set that up. And you can make like how many things? Like 3 different.
I can make 5.
Sure, that's fucking awesome.
So
All
I
right.
do 1. I think I can only do 1 at a time, but would bullet make more sense than like crossbow bolt? I also have a
Oh,
crossbow.
yeah, bullet for sure. Do a bullet. That's
Okay, okay.
way fucking cooler.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and make like it's like a very annoying like ping, like the noise your phone makes when you do like the find my, like it's a very like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
ding, 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 ding. Like it's a very distinctive sound.
Katya.
So good. All right. All right. So then
That's my turn.
That is your turn, and then
I will get low on the pillar, trying to attempt
Sure,
to get
sure.
myself cover.
Did the dex save for the flamethrower thing happen?
right. Dex save with disadvantage for.
You got it.
Where's Earth Elemental?
11s.
We
That's
still
a
can't see
fail.
the Earth Elemental, by the way.
Yeah, I'm pulling it one out so that I
Okay.
can just have it there.
So either you use your resistance, or you take 24. Okay.
Right.
Or Indomitable.
I'll use Indomitable.
Okay.
And I will reroll it. Worse.
Great.
Worse.
You can still use your legendary
fine.
resistance.
For this, no, I'm just gonna take the 24.
Okay.
24. And I'm gonna go see what my dog needs. I'll be back.
Worried there's
Alrighty.
something worse gonna come up.
So, you have a legendary action opportunity, and then it comes to Citron, and then you will have one more before your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and hit Lumaria again.
Okay.
There's a 18 hit.
18's gonna miss.
Okay.
All right. All right.
No, I don't have
Citron,
anything
you
to
are
add
up.
to it.
Okay, so that area shut in darkness, can't see anything.
No.
Correct.
It will, it is obscured darkness 10 feet from me.
Cool. So shot in the dark. That changes my plans.
Literally.
I'm going to.
Lamari's not built as a team player.
No kidding.
It's good when you're across the battlefield from us.
You know, I'm really good at going over there. If we're all together, Lamari's like, lights
Sorry.
off.
I guess I'm going to do Sacred Flame
Okay.
in general areas. Let's roll with disadvantage.
Sacred Flames, they have to save, right?
Yeah.
Oh, how would that work?
But I think you
then?
also need to see the target. I believe that's one of the requisites.
Yeah, I have to see them. Okay.
Sorry, real quick. I forgot that on this level 20 version, I took Shield Master. So I would take half.
You take
of
half.
So of that.
And then none from the other one, but that came back anyway, so you're fine.
Yeah,
so it would be
that's
12.
Oh, from my fire.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it says I can add the AC bonus from my shield. I don't think a 15 would clear it either, though, right?
No, to your save, no. You need to clear an
Okay.
18 on the save.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I would just take half. So I gave myself some health back. Carry on.
I mean, this is the highest compliment. I'm so glad you got picked to play a level 20 character. Drop of a hat. You seem very capable and able to handle it.
That is so nice of you to say.
I would have cast Fireball on everyone.
It is a reaction, so your reaction is done for Katya, just so you know. For the Shield Master.
Got it. Cool.
I checked the wording just to see if you had to see it, but it doesn't say that, so.
Oops.
Oh, I don't know if it's... No. Cool, I'm gonna do something I haven't done this entire game. I'm gonna bring out my light crossbow and...
Shoot in the dark?
Shoot in the dark.
Alrighty. Go ahead
So-
and roll.
Fuck.
That's a 21.
With disadvantage.
Emboldening Bond.
Emboldening Bond.
Emboldening Bond. I saw the nat 20.
So that would hit because AC is 22.
Yep.
Dope.
I love the fact that Katya still hasn't seen any of this fight.
Yeah. There's just this orb of darkness out there.
I'm doing my
Like
best.
now you can
Pulling
see
her
out
hair
and
out,
about,
like-
everybody's shooting into the darkness, but you can't see what's happening. I love that.
You
I
can
know
see
she
those
was
of us
fully
who-
ready to take herself on and like help with this fight, and now that she like got taken out of it, is very fucking stressful.
You can at least see those of us that are outside of it.
Yeah, I saw you fly away very fast, and that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then up next will be the Celestial, and the Celestial's going to attack twice. It's going to take its mace and just bring it down and try and smash right into.
Will be disadvantaged, but yes, you also will be getting +2 to your attack because of flanking. Step back over there.
So 19 for the first one.
Okay.
And 23 for the second.
Those both hit. Wait.
The 19.
No, that's without the plus
sorry, I'm
2.
looking at. I forgot disadvantage. The second one hits.
Your armor class is 22.
Yeah.
Let's check. Oh, okay, yeah, first one just barely misses then. Awesome. So that is 12 radiant damage, and then
Is radiant doubled?
That again?
Is the radiant damage doubled?
No, it's not
Okay.
doubled.
Okay. You said 12.
how high up does the shroud go?
It's 10 feet from me
10.
in all directions.
How tall the Celestial
was 15.
is?
It's 10 from me, yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so the
Fix that up.
Celestial, I think, is tall enough to see.
See, there we go. Player permissions. Sweet. That's the darkness.
Yeah. We can see it now.
Yeah. So it can
Just
see
this
me.
giant
So
celestial.
I
I
get
love that.
1d10 temporary hit points. Cool.
Nice.
I get 9
Amazing.
temporary hit points,
All right.
and that's it. That's it for me.
Wonderful. Now it brings us to none other than Katya.
The
We're
Dark
grappled.
Lord herself.
You are grappled.
I am
Which
grappled.
The main effect is that you can't benefit
and-
from your speed. Can't
Right.
move.
I guess I'll move closer. There we go.
Cool. There's darkness here. I'm gonna go ahead.
It's dark. You're grappled.
So dark.
There's 2 celestials on the
Surrounded.
map for some reason.
I'm technically hidden too.
Oh, there's 2?
Yeah, there's another
Yeah.
celestial on the map.
Oh,
I think
can't
that's
even
an
see.
error. That's
one
not
of
showing
them.
up on my side.
Oh.
Does being hidden give you anything more than disadvantage on attacks that was already from the darkness?
Just disadvantage. You're basically blind when trying to see me.
Okay.
Meaning you automatically fail any ability checks that require sight, and you have advantage on attack rolls. And I'd use my bonus action to hide technically, so
that doesn't give me like double disadvantage.
But,
I can still try to attack you.
But hiding would just say that you're not seen. I don't know if it gives you any. You have. Does cunning action give you dodge?
Not dodge. It only gives me dash, disengage, and hide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dash didn't make sense. Disengage doesn't help.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, why are there 2 celestials?
I don't know.
One of them's an earth elemental.
I think it's just
the Earth Elemental's
it's
there.
just an
We're saying
error.
double because Katya. We're sad about Katya right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, I still don't see an earth elemental. I thought that's what the second celestial was.
No, that's this little red feller.
I don't see another benefit from just like hiding. Unfortunately, it's just, I mean, you're like right in front and then you haven't moved. So you're like trying to dodge, but I guess you could see though. So it'd still be disadvantage attacking you, right?
That's what that is.
Yeah, it's disadvantage to attack me.
Right. So that's, I mean, that's like.
But it's disadvantage to attack everybody right now because we're in darkness.
Kind of, because you have advantage against people that can't see and you have disadvantage against them. So it's just a straight roll.
So
However,
straight roll.
Lumari can see, so
Got it.
you have disadvantage against Lumari.
Cool. I'm gonna attack Vaughn then.
Oh, okay.
Tired of this.
That's valid.
Tired of this.
I'm unconscious.
Straight roll. Oh.
I do believe I can. You're making an attack against someone other than me within range of me, so I can op attack.
Yes.
That's a lot. I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
So, 17 doesn't hit me.
And we're going to some point in green flame blading, so we'll just do booming blade because it does more.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 25 to hit?
Nice.
Sneak plus thunder plus 11 on whatever this is.
Did I regain any health points on my at the beginning of my turn?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you actually.
But you do need to do a con save.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to take 33 points of damage from me.
Can I choose to succeed on this one?
You could, yeah.
You could if you want to do legendary resistance. Yeah,
Then
burn
I
'em.
will do that. Yeah.
And you do take 1d4 plus the curse. So you're going to take 8 necrotic, half 4 necrotic from the wound before you heal from it or get rid of the wound, but you still cannot heal.
You can still do like a save for a con save. So if you do end up failing, then you can use the resistance. Yeah.
Sure. I'm pretty good at con. 21.
It's a 15.
Yeah.
So
then you still have the resistance.
Awesome. Okay. And how much damage total did I take? I have 4 so
33
far.
33 plus 4, 37.
Okay.
And then how much of that was necrotic?
It was the 4 of it, or 8 of it was necrotic. We already had it to 4.
Yeah, we already have that bit.
Cool.
And you now have another wound because anytime, once per turn, I can inflict another wound. And this one will roll into your next turn. And you cannot heal from this.
Okay.
Man, that's going to be a fucking problem.
That's what I'm here for, causing problems.
Yeah.
So your first attack didn't hit me.
Right. Let's try the second. Lumaria's a fucking problem.
That's my identity. I identify as a problem.
I'm gonna.
It's up to you. Well, what are you gonna do, bud? We're just hanging out.
We're just hanging out. We're just having a good time in the weird, mystical ritual realm.
Yeah. Dark Lord Katya.
Dark Lord Katya's chilling. I'm gonna attack Lumari.
Cool.
I
It
don't
is
know if I can
disadvantage?
It's disadvantage. I don't know if I can get rid of this problem, but I sure do want to try. Is a 22 hit?
To hit Vaughn or me?
You.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Okay. For 20, or sorry, what is that? 17 damage?
17. I'll take.
And Oh, do I have? No, that's no good. And one more attack. Longsword. Nat 1. Oops.
Yeah, that's gonna miss just barely.
I have a free reroll.
Does this Katya have a free reroll?
This Katya does not have a free
Point of
reroll.
order.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, it says in the things that Zack has a free reroll.
True.
Oh,
yeah. Shoot.
The wording is our actual names.
That's true.
You told me to go as hard as I could to try and kill these people,
Yeah.
but if you do not want to allow me to use my rerolls on this, that is perfectly
Do it.
fine.
I
It
want
is
it.
your call.
This is. Yeah, you could use it. Go for it.
Hell yeah. This is not what the viewers asked for, but this is what we're
not what
doing.
the
Does an
viewers
18
wanted.
hit?
And 18 misses.
Okay, then
I also added Vampiric Gift in there for you.
thank you. And then I'm gonna Misty Step out.
You can't see, so you wouldn't be able to do
Can't
that.
see. Oh shit!
You're not
dude,
running from me.
So
you have
much
to be
of my
able to
stuff is
see
on
it.
sight.
You can't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sight
you have
is a
0
big
speed,
limiter.
sight's a big
and you
one.
have.
Yeah, then we're sitting here. That's my turn. I don't think I can. Oh, you know what? In that
You
case,
have.
We don't do
I'm
line of sight
going
here.
to. Do I have any of these? That.
I don't
You
think
do
that
have a
will-
certain fighter ability.
Don't help.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Okay. Forgot about that. I've got so much of this level 20 shit.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot my level 2 ability.
Right? Hold on. There was one more. Here we go. Another creature. Yeah, no, fuck that. Okay, so we're gonna bonus action. I'm gonna use the Rune of Vampiric Constitution to give me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing for a minute. And then,
To all,
yes, I am going to action surge or do one attack of onto it, Lumari. Again.
Okay.
Mine's
You also
a
have
normal roll.
resistance against poison.
Oh, cool. That's good. 21 on Vaughn.
Yeah.
15 damage.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Okay.
15 does not hit. 17 does not hit.
17 misses.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
And I will say you are
Comes to
technically no longer
Sorsha.
grappled if Vaughn has gone
Right.
unconscious, just so
Yeah.
things
Oh
are fair.
yeah, you could run out
Try
if
run.
you would like.
Would take so many opportunity attacks, and you're just
no,
gonna
you wouldn't,
run up.
because only Lumari can see, so you would only have one from Lumari.
Well, and you already used
I
your
did
reaction.
use my reaction already.
So you
then,
could just.
you could run
get-
out.
I mean, you're just gonna walk right.
I'm
You
going.
might as well make you work for it. Okay, we're gonna walk right over Vaughn's corpse and head out.
Okay, I'm not a corpse.
Unconscious.
This way.
Real quick, you are going to take 15 points of thunder damage because Booming Blade was still active on you.
Ooh, true that. Okay.
Kaya can finally see herself again.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Here, one sec. My roll 20 froze. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right, let's open up Sorsha's character sheet. Okay, Sorsha, now that she's able to see Katya, what are we gonna do about that?
Can she sunbeam her?
That's one thing that I was
Probably.
thinking, but she doesn't have any high level spells because she
Yeah.
used them to
Yeah.
teleport.
I know.
We're all hands tied on this fight.
Where is Katya though? Katya is. So you wouldn't be able to get that outside of the
Oh,
the
sure.
circle. So then
okay.
yeah, you could get there.
Like here?
All right. Yeah.
That's fine. Actually, yeah.
can-
I mean, I've already moved. It's fine.
No, you assume that you could run out. So I would.
No,
I
I
would let
know.
you-
I'm just now. I'm questioning whether or not the darkness was working for me in some way, but I've left. It's fine. I'm out
Okay.
of here. It was my gut instinct. It's what Kaya would do.
Lumari's a problem.
Oh, you know what?
Get away from Lumari. I know Lumari's coming right back, and that's okay.
Oh, but
Yeah.
that's
And this time you're by yourself again.
All right. Sorsha is going to swoop right on over to here. And what is that? Cool. We are doing a cone
Of?
gold.
Whoa.
All right, we're gonna do a cone of cold. I need you to do a con save.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
2 nat ones.
Okay, that
I'm
was
gonna choose to resist that.
sure. Yeah. This won't work for your shield thing because it is a con save.
Sure.
So then you
that's
will
fine.
take 12 cold damage.
Yeah.
That's a really bad roll for Kona Cold.
It was so bad. It was absolute ass. All right.
That's fine.
And then
Oh yeah.
And then she runs back.
Just a bunch
yeah,
of
she's getting the
things.
fuck out of there. Shit. Yeah. All right. That is her turn. I don't think she has a bonus action that she can do.
What about the elemental? Is that like a bonus action control thing?
No, that just has
It just
its
does
own.
it.
Yeah. I don't think she has anything. That's fine. Okay, so then that is her turn, and then the elemental is gonna run on over. And it actually has that much. Okay. It is going to attack, which I need to do. Need to open that up again. Here comes a 25 and a 13. So the 25 hits. It's gonna move. And it's gonna move on the edge right here, just to open up a opportunity for flanking. So you take 13 bludgeoning damage from that.
Halved because
And-
I have resistance right now.
Correct, even if it's magical. Yeah. So that is both Sorsha and the elemental spirit. That brings us to Vaughn. However, Katya does have a legendary action that she could do if she wanted.
No, it's okay. I'm good
Okay.
right now.
So then that brings us to Vaughn.
I have a question about the terminology of emboldening bond.
Okay.
Is it all saving throws?
Yeah, death saves would work.
Yeah.
Death saves are a regular save, so yes. That's a super success. Yeah, great. Okay. That is one turn over. Again, legendary action can be popped right now if you would like.
Still
Otherwise,
that's fine.
Lumari.
Yeah, not much to do right here.
Lumari gonna do the same old. We're gonna do the classic.
Same
We
old,
just-
same
It's
old.
working. You got the Dark Lord on the run. That's pretty good.
I am a Dark Lord assassin. That's my
It's
entire
true.
personality.
Yep, 100%. That is what you were made for.
We are going to once again go for the booming blade.
Can I delete
So
one of these
now
celestial
everybody
tokens?
sees. Huh? I don't see two. I just see one for some reason. Oh, this side does. Did that delete it? I don't know.
That's
I'm
a
gonna-
25
I don't know.
to
Whatever.
hit. Oh, there's only one left. Oh, there's two. They're stacked. I see.
I'm just stacking it
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, 25 to
Right.
hit does.
Hey,
And
Katya.
then
That hits.
rolling all damage. So I'm going to separate some of these because I know resistant to piercing. So it's gonna be 11 thunder and 10 piercing. So half, so 5 piercing. And then the thunder gets boosted by the curse plus that, so another 3 piercing, and then 5 on the thunder. 5 more thunder because the curse.
Okay.
All right.
That's adds another wound. You still can't heal any damage I deal, and you're at 2 wounds now.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Well, oh wait, no, that's right. You didn't choose to succeed on the other one.
Right.
Wait, no, one of them got wiped, so there's just one wound still.
Because I hit on my
Last time, right?
reaction, I added another one because it's
Oh
once
shit,
per turn.
true. Fuck, that's
So-
sick as hell.
Yeah. No, I am an assassin
good.
and I want you to run. I am basically Michael Myers.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
No bonus action. So yeah,
Amazing.
that's it.
Fuck.
Legendary action opportunity. I don't think you've used. Oh, you used. Yeah, you haven't used any. So you have 3 more
Guys.
opportunities.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I'll attack Lumaria with one of them. Level 20 fighters can attack 4 times.
Holy
Oops.
shit.
Didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you
But
forgot
I'll-
that you get.
Yeah, I forgot I got another extra attack. Does a 31 hit
Oh yeah, 31 hits.
This is not good.
for 14 damage.
14
We picked
to me.
this.
My Shadow Wreath is still active, so you are going to take 2d8 plus 5. Necrotic, obviously halved. 6 plus 5, 11, so that's 5 necrotic.
Okay.
We round up, so 6.
Yay.
Oh, we round
I'll
up.
take it. Next attack. Or was that it?
That was my legendary
that was
action.
a legendary
Oh.
action, right? Beatrice. I was waiting
Okay.
too. Beatrice.
First things first, tracer bullet. I'm gonna try and just shoot him.
Okay. You saw the position of Katya. It's still
And I
in darkness, so
should have
it
a
would
clear
be
shot.
disadvantage. It would
Right.
be disadvantage still.
Can Sorsha give advantage?
Yes, that would work.
Ah,
Yeah, that would work on
Normal.
this. Mm-hmm.
normal shot. Okay. Let's see if we can do it. It is a +1 on this attack. I'm using one of the bullets that Arxis made me, which is a +1 bullet.
Amazing.
+1 on this. Probably not gonna hit though. With
No.
Quite.
what am I
Do you
looking-
have emboldening bond on there?
I don't have it attached. What's the
But
bonus on that?
You gotta get a, what,
Um,
22?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wouldn't be able
22.
to hit.
I don't think I'd be able to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will use my bonus. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. I don't think I can get within range with that. Bonus action to cause it activate if you were win sick as a part of the bonus unit direct cannon to walk. Okay, so I'm gonna guess just get that guy moving as my bonus action. I don't think. Ooh, I really don't want to hit our people.
Yeah, in this situation, you had known where everyone was before
Yeah,
Lumaria
this-
came up.
I'm gonna hit people.
Now, not so much. Yeah, so this would be
I'll just at least get it in there. There's no reason
Okay.
not to.
Sure.
And that's my turn.
okay. Legendary action opportunity.
I got 2 left? Yeah, let's take them.
You have 2 left. Yeah.
I'm gonna hit Lumaria every chance I get. It was a 28 hit.
28 hits.
19 damage.
19. And then you're gonna take 2d8 plus 5. It's 19 halved.
So 10.
No.
10.
And what a roll on that too.
Yeah.
Right?
8 and a 6. Okay. All right. That brings us over to Citron.
I'm casting heal on Vaughn, so that's 70 HP.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Right back up. Bonus action.
I Michael Myers sit up.
So I'm gonna
Hell yeah.
stand right next to you
Hell
too.
yeah.
I can't really do anything with my bonus action since I cast a leveled spell. So then up next is the angel who can't see. So
I do apologize.
he's still gonna still just wait in there, you know.
Okay.
Just so it's there, I guess.
Sure.
And then yeah, that is my turn.
Okay. That brings us to a legendary action before it goes to Katya.
Might as well. Oh, might as well.
Yeah.
26 hit?
26 hits.
22? How
22.
much?
Oh. 22 hurts. You're going to take 2 plus. Ah, that's bad. That's 8. So 4.
Okay.
And Katya.
Yeah, if I try and do anything tricky, like we've seen what happens, so I'm just gonna hit Lumaria. I'm gonna try to anyway. Hit you 4 times. 25.
25.
16. 29. So 18.
25. I can't stop. Okay. 18. I'm
25
still
and
up.
29. It's 18, 29 plus 8 is 37.
So the first one doesn't put me down. The second one does, and Death Ward would put me back to 1.
Excellent use of Death Ward.
Yep.
Incredible.
I'm gonna use my second action surge.
Oh, that's right.
Is the darkness still up?
Let me.
So Death Ward, if you go to 0 and
I
become
instead go to
unconscious,
1.
you instead go to 1. So you did
Okay.
not become unconscious, and unless this is concentration, it's still up.
Do. Still good.
Okay.
That drops to
15?
1 hit point, and the
that
spell ends.
misses.
Yes, so you are good.
26.
Shite.
There it is.
Yeah, because even with shield won't fix that. Yep, that's gonna go through.
Okay. Lumaria is at 0.
Lumaria goes
Katya,
down.
you are out of the darkness now.
Finally. I'm still wounded though, right? That's a lot of damage. I
So
can't.
Correct.
You still are taking, because on your turn you're gonna take 2d4, and you can make the con save,
Okay.
and you're still
Which it is
cursed by
Katya's
me.
turn.
So
It is
Well,
still
I think we already
Katya's
took it, but at the beginning of my next.
the beginning of this turn you take these 2, and then you can roll to remove
Correct.
both of them. So that's 8 plus 5, 13 necrotic, so 6.
So 6, 7. We round
7.
up.
7.
And then
And I can do
a
con
save.
saves. Okay, great.
DC 15.
19.
Yeah. So the wound's gone. You still can't heal, but the wounds are gone.
Okay.
God, that's such a good weapon.
And it's like I can't heal like till a long rest or something,
Short
right?
or
Is that
long rest. You just
short or long
can't.
rest?
No magic, no regeneration, or anything else other than
Cool.
resting.
And but is it specifically the damage you dealt, or is it any damage
Damage
at all?
I've dealt specifically.
Okay, so there is some other damage that I could have.
Yes.
I can regenerate because I've
Just-
been hit by. I got hit by
Fire.
Sorsha's Cone of Cold. I got hit by some fire. So there's like. Well, we can check. What is that?
Here, hold
How
on.
much?
Okay, so at the start of each of the wounded creature's turn, 1d4, and the time you wounded it, and it can make a con save, ending the effect of wounds on itself. Alternatively, the wounded character or creature within 5 feet of it can use an action to do a medicine check to end a wound. Hit points lost to this weapon's damage can be regained only through a short rest or long rest, rather than by regeneration, magic, or by any other means. So, we will have to kind of go through and count, but I will do that right now. You focus on what you're doing, and then we're gonna.
I'm going to. Let's see. Oops. I will take the opportunity to attack from the Earth Elemental because I'm going to come up here and attack Citron. With my remaining, I believe,
actions, but
2.
yeah, we're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah,
18 doesn't hit.
I
Does not.
realize you actually Booming Blade. I don't think goes away though because it's not concentration, so you still will take more damage from me.
Correct.
From beyond
that-
the grave.
Is that still damage I can't regenerate because it's from that weapon, or are these
That's
magical
from a
effects?
spell.
I know
Right.
we had done that before because it was part of my Booming Blade attack from the sword.
Yeah, that's where I'm.
Cause we did that with the wounds
Sorta.
and the
Anything
sword
from
against
this
Strahd.
weapon.
Yeah,
Hit points
seems
lost
what it's like.
to this weapon's damage So this weapon's damage, specifically the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So clarifying the weapon's damage. So it's 20 points of thunder.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn. Ow. Okay, so there's a lot that I can't regenerate, but there's a pretty good amount that I can.
How's Katya
Correct.
looking?
Which
Not awesome.
which you would have gotten at least 20 for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. 100% you would have at least gotten 20.
Okay. And I'm about to second wind, and I feel like that's still well
You're still
under.
within.
Yeah. Which
Going
is
through
a
right now.
D10 plus 20, right? I don't know why I'm asking. I can. I don't.
That sounds
the hell
about.
is this? I'm just making sure it doesn't like increase with levels. Where the hell is it?
I think it is just 1d10 plus your fighter level.
Yeah, it's a flat.
Yeah.
Because it caps
okay.
at 30.
I was pretty sure. Great. So I'll get 28 back also.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
You heal so much.
I did what I could.
You did good.
Yep.
We should have fought
Scary.
me.
Scared. And then 2 attacks on Citron. I don't have disadvantage anymore, I think.
Correct.
So 23.
That's, hold on, let me double check my AC. IC's 18.
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah, that hits.
Okay, for 24. And then a second attack, 28 for another 26 damage.
Okay, and I need to make a concentration saving throw to keep up the...
Correct. You need to hit a 12 on the first one, and then a 13 on the second one.
Okay.
Easy.
Easy.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
I believe you have one more attack, if that's...
No.
Is that correct?
No, I missed.
Right, the
Yeah, it was
15 was
2
the
on
first one to
Lumaria,
miss.
yeah.
Right, cool.
That was it.
Okay. Sorsha's turn. I am gonna hit you with radiant damage if I fucking can. Can I though? Can. Oh no, Moonbeam isn't. Moonbeam is not. Thank God. Prepared. Shit.
Just pick me up. I got this.
Right.
Yeah, can she cure Lumari?
Cure wounds is prepared. Okay. So,
You just have to get there.
okay, she is going to use. Oh, it's a bonus action though. Fuck. Damn. What's that? Okay, got it. She's going to cast Aura Vitality, and that means that anything within 30 feet of her, she can use a bonus action to heal 2d6. She's going to run over to here, and I believe that would still put her within 30 feet. Yes, it does. So, Lumaria, you are going to be getting 2d6.
Can that also go to Vaughn or just one person?
I believe it's just one person. So we're working on getting everybody back up. So that is 2d6, so that's 8 plus? No. So that is just 8 points of healing.
That's all I need.
Okay. That is her turn. That brings us to legendary action, possibly.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and hit Citron again.
Okay.
While I'm here,
Might as well.
Might as well. 18? I don't think so.
I think 18 just hits.
Yes, except I am going to finally use my protective wings. And so as you're about to hit, these silver dragon wings
Amazing.
pop up from my back and cover me and
Nice.
deflect the blow.
Cool.
It's fucking sweet. Okay. All right. Fun.
I get up. I'm gonna bonus action enter my blade song.
Incredible.
And then I will I want to
boy.
get into flanking, but I don't want to stand on the flamethrower.
I was gonna say
can
you
share
can be in the
space.
you can share spaces if you'd like.
Just perch on the flamethrower.
It's
I ju-
tiny.
I just pick it up with my extra hand.
Yeah. There you go.
As I'm going, I'm just walking over and I'm going to obviously attack Katya. Surprise,
Hang on.
surprise. Yeah, do I need to select anything else? No. Does a 29 hit you?
29
Sure
hits.
fucking hits.
Great. So that's 15 psychic damage.
Great.
And then I will make
Zero
my
resistance on that.
Huh?
Zero resistance on that.
Zero resistance on
a lot of things,
that.
you know.
I am gonna redirect that to Lumari though.
Oh my god. Oh, that is so vile. I love it. Oh,
Damn.
that is so good.
So that's 15 psychic damage to you.
I think you're back down.
Damn, that is so fucking good. I love it. You know what? I'm gonna give you a reroll that you can use back for Katya, for actual Katya next time. I'm giving you your reroll.
I
back
won't use
because
it
that
here,
was
but
fucking
thank
sweet.
you. Thank you.
Can
All
I
right.
can I as a reaction use the emboldening bond thing to swap our places and take the damage
Yes,
instead?
you fucking can
Yes.
because that's
Okay.
a reaction. Incredible. That was just no you. Oh my
Oh
god.
shit.
Oh my god.
And then
that
I
was
would
so
like to just
insane.
move back to next to Katya and attack again.
That is amazing. Holy shit.
That's really
Absolutely
good.
not.
That's so good. That's
So
so
23
God.
hit you.
23
Becca,
hits.
do you already have a
What is
reroll?
this
'Cause
rubber band
goddamn,
nonsense?
You're playing
It's
with
a
my
reaction too. I can't
emotions.
use it twice
Yeah.
in a turn. Damn.
Oh, fuck me. I'm so like. All right, you don't have a free reroll. I'm giving you a reroll for sure for that. 'cause
Thank
that
you.
was just absolutely
That rules.
insane.
Now,
That fucking
I'm
rules.
doing the thing where
My
I'm
fucking
checking to see if I am resistant to psychic damage because of my thing, but aside
sure,
from
sure,
that,
sure.
I've used my everything. The only
Okay.
thing that would change is I think Lumari would be in the spot that I used to be in. Because we teleported.
Oh,
that's
so
how it
yeah.
works.
No, I
That's how
think you
emboldening one
teleported
works.
to Lumari. I don't think it's switching places.
I thought we always said it was switching places.
Switching places.
It
Is
says
it?
teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the first creature.
Oh, well.
Right. So you didn't have to switch places. So Lumari is still just out of Katya's reach
Well, fuck.
for now. Legendary
The
action?
problem is coming back.
Yeah, I guess I'll be right there.
Yeah, you could stay there.
Okay.
Now I got some time. We'll hold on to this legendary action. For
Okay.
A minute.
Lumari, the king is back. What are
I'm
you
gonna
doing?
start slowly getting up,
Yeah.
Soul knife.
spit out the blood, and as it does, there is this like green aura that starts to come around of all the individuals that I have killed as a pirate as I bring Spirit Shroud. All these spirits will
Incredible.
surround me, and it's a bonus action as I'm gonna just walk up to Katya and I am going to stab again as one does.
Amazing.
Fair enough.
Do I have advantage for flanking?
You get a +2. Yeah, I mean, technically you're not. Yeah, you're not technically flanking because the line is going through Citron and Vaughn.
Sorry. I just read something out. Remember when you did an opportunity attack because I attacked somebody else in your range? I also have Sentinel, and it says you can only do it.
You can't fucking do it. That's right.
Sentinel
You don't
battles.
have to go back. It's fine. I didn't know. I was just reading up on
Sentinel
stuff.
does too many things. No one can know all of the things that Sentinel does.
Katya does too many things, and I cannot keep up with everything she does.
Do you have Emboldening Bond on that?
It's still not going to go well enough.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's okay. I get 2 attacks because I'm not. So, second attack. Please be nice, dice. I need this. Ah. And I don't think I have a reroll, so.
Brings us to our legendary action moment.
I'm going to attack Lumaria.
That would be the correct choice.
Yeah. 16?
It's gonna miss though.
Damn.
Holy shit! God, the fucking roller
I don't
coasters
have any
of
way to buff it
emotions.
either, man.
I'm not even
Ups
doing
and
shit
downs.
this entire fight, and I'm like, oh my god! Holy fuck! All right,
That's
Beatrice,
it.
you're up.
Beatrice is up.
All right. I would like to cast. Interesting. Okay, I want to cast. This is a tough moment for Beatrice. That decision doesn't work for me. I'm gonna Scorching Ray Katya while I can see her.
Okay.
So that is 3 attacks coming at Katya.
Damn. That hits. That also hits.
Emboldening
Do you have
Bond.
Emboldening Bond?
I do have Emboldening Bond.
So you are able to hit. It
all
automatically
3.
definitely hits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So that's going to be, that first one is going to be the
26,
9, and then 9, and then
32,
8.
40. Right? Hold on.
No.
9.
No, 9, 9, and 8.
9, 18.
What are
right,
these second
26.
numbers?
It's if Arcane Firearm is attached, and
I
it
got
only
you.
attaches to 1 attack.
Oh, okay, I see.
Right.
So 18, 24.
Yep.
Yes.
Wait, no, 26. 26.
Cool.
Right?
9,
18
9,
plus 8.
8,
26.
26.
You're right.
Math.
So that is
Math.
my
Okay.
action.
You know how I
As
feel
my-
about math.
As my bonus action, I don't think I can safely activate my little monster in any way.
Yeah.
I don't think
mean,
there's an... You know what? Actually, wait a minute. If I put him right here...
like in that corner.
Well, I mean, like, just in that square, can I
Yeah.
get a...
It's
15?
Yeah. No, you can get it. It wouldn't hit Lumari because it's not more
yeah,
than
it's
half
like
of it. So
technically
yeah, you
firing... Would it
you'd be
hit
able to
this,
do it.
this, what's his name?
That's close. I'll give advantage on the deck
Fatima?
save, or I'll give a deck save, but like evasion rules for that thing. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
So you'll
a
only
deck
take
save.
half for sure, but then if you pass, you'll take 0.
Okay, so
21
it's a
points of
dex
fire
save?
damage.
Correct.
Yes, deck save.
21 points of fire. Yeah, Katya deck save as well.
21.
So then
Succeeds.
you take 0.
Nothing.
Unless
Damn.
you don't
If
use
you
your
use
reaction.
your reaction.
I don't have a reaction to use.
So then you take half,
So
I think.
is that 11 or 10? I heard us say we round up
11.
earlier.
We round
So
up.
11. Okay. 11 points.
How much? So 11 points for the.
Well, if you're, did you pass or did you fail?
I passed.
I failed.
Okay,
So
so,
you
you're
take
but you're
11.
still gonna take half though, Citron. I think.
Yeah, it'd be
right.
11.
So 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sorry to hit your big buddy, but
Fatima.
Okay. So
and I'm just gonna fly
She got her head bit
off
off. She's
because
fine.
at this point I've become cognizant to remember that Katya
That's
had
what it is.
spider climb, so she could easily get up here. So I'm just gonna get my feet off the ground and get away from actual something. So I'm just gonna be like hovering like
I'm
here.
a little preoccupied at the moment, to be
Fair.
honest. I came at the queen and I missed, and now I'm trying to deal with this situation happening over here.
You tried to attack Beatrice, and I said absolutely the hell
Yeah.
not.
She
Okay.
cannot be hit. It doesn't matter who tries.
The rules are Beatrice cannot be hit.
Which is ridiculous.
are-
My AC is not as high as it would seem, given the fact that
Right.
it's just because I'm ranged. It's because I just stay back.
Yeah. Okay, legendary action opportunity.
You know it.
Okay.
18? Probably not.
Doesn't
On Lumaria.
muted on your mic.
We tried.
It does not hit.
We tried.
All right,
I'm doing
Citron.
what I can.
Hey, Lumari.
That is incredible. Holy
Damn it.
shit.
I'm casting
Damn it.
upcasting heal 7th. And so that gets you 80 hit points.
We're in. We're in this.
Screw you, Dark Katya.
Lamar starts doing that
getting
shoulder.
into
It's
this.
essentially
I'm way too into this.
Like
I
Citron
watch
like looks over. It's just like,
Gotta remember this is
screw
bad.
you, Dark Katya.
Not supposed to
Incredible.
win.
Yeah.
All right, and then you have your bonus action.
For a dark.
You'd like to do
Which
anything?
I can't
this
do
is
anything
bad.
for.
This is very bad news. This
So
fucking
then-
sucks.
You can bring your celestial guy, which I know there's
Which
two.
is
but...
already over there. Yeah. What?
Oh no. Oh no.
Wait.
Wait.
They're really not gonna.
Wait.
Walk sign is on.
Uh-oh, now it's gone.
Yeah, that one's just not gonna. Sorry, I tried deleting the top one, but it's not.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, it's not. It's really annoying me. Hold on.
It's after images.
All right, here we go.
No.
Let me reset the map.
Whoop.
Did it work?
Woo.
There's only
Now
one,
I see
right?
none of them.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
none.
see
Okay,
any of them
great.
right
All
now.
right, we're gonna pull
I
one
see
out.
none.
Cool. Okay, no, I
This one.
brought him out. I brought him out. He's there.
Okay, great.
Great.
Okay, he
Incredible.
took,
There we are.
How much health did he lose?
He took 11 points
11.
from me.
If I may,
All right. Yes.
now they have
No, why are
flanking.
there?
Yeah.
Why are there
you
two
kidding me?
again?
Is there two? I don't know. You have
I
flanking
brought
now.
in the one. I said I.
We got this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is,
can attack
Nah.
with the
I still
radiant
got
mace.
this shit. I ain't
Twice.
scared.
Um,
Rule the shit out of this dark realm.
22 with flanking hits.
That does.
okay.
17 radiant, which means that you do not regain health next round.
Oh shit! Oh,
Automatically,
that's
at
what that
least.
was. I
So
got you.
that's a total
Oops.
of
Another 11.
Yeah. 48 radiant, and then Lumari, you will get 8 temporary hit points.
Amazing.
And Vaughn, you will get 9 temporary hit points.
incredible.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking awesome. All right.
I
Go ahead.
think, like with Vampiric Gift, and then as like she's taking more damage, I just imagine more and more like black veins coming up and like oozing just black ichor all down the armor as she's taking
it.
more and more, and it like sort of it starts to, you know, it's kind of going back and forth as she's healing, like it's getting sucked up and like the cuts are like closing and then reforming and just like dripping in black blood.
So good. All right. Legendary action opportunity. I think you used all
did,
3.
I think I did 3, yeah.
I think so. But it's back to you.
Okay.
Is there wounds? I don't believe so.
Closed my no. I think I passed
sure.
one of them. Does it take away all of them?
Because I hit you, you took damage twice because I marked you again. So you would roll. I'm double checking. I rolled 2d4, and I don't think you did the
I don't
healing
think
for that
you
one.
hit though. Yeah,
You didn't
The,
hit.
the wounds before you went down cleared. I know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think you've hit Katya since getting
No.
up.
So then
No,
we should
So
be
no,
then
yeah.
there is no wounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Baxter.
Not a whole lot I can do. I really don't like that Lumaria has 80 hit points. So
Yeah.
let's
Oh,
see if we
man,
can.
this is
let's see how
wild.
much of that we can chunk away. Still here. In fact, I think everybody got. Did you heal yourself, Citron, too? Question? No. Okay. How are you looking? Fine.
I've been better, but like I'm fine.
Okay, that's not encouraging.
Nice.
Well, let's see how much of this we can. I'm just gonna throw 4 attacks at Lumaria because I know what a problem there.
Yep.
That's fair.
Where
You put
wrong-
a target on yourself. Like, it's just like, aim
before we
here,
even
please.
start, yeah. And I was like, I can go take care of some other shit. No.
Nope. Because if you don't, Lumaria's gonna get you. 18 doesn't hit.
18, 26,
That'll hit.
20, 26.
All right, so the 3 hit. The first one misses.
So 21 plus 18 is 39. 11 is 50, 61 damage.
Wild.
I'm still good. I'm less than half, but I'm still good.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Sorsha is gonna go now. We
wonder-
are.
Actually, now I'd like to.
Misty Step.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You're casting a spell, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
That's casting a spell.
You know what that means.
I didn't.
It means I'm gonna hit you again because I refuse to let anyone. It's specifically Mage Slayer.
Oh, okay.
Amazing. Oh man.
We're gonna go with Booming Blade. We might as well because I only get 1 attack and I got Warcaster, so let's do it. Does that big thing give me flanking?
Yes.
Yeah. So I get a +2 to this. Come on, dice. Let's go.
30.
Holy shit.
Oh, is my curse still active? Please tell me my curse is still active.
If you go unconscious, you lose concentration.
It's not a concentration because it's the feature, not the spell, and that's the only reason.
Oh, right. So I think it's fine.
Because it says until I die, they die.
Yeah. So then it's still up.
It crits on 19s, which makes this a crit. So,
Damn. All right.
and I'm using Spirit Trial, which adds 2d8. So hold on, I got. What's the crit rules? Just double the dice.
Double the dice. So the dice is doubled. However, roll separately because you at least get half on the crit rolls.
Okay, so it's
You can't get more, but
1,
you at least
2,
get half.
3d6 for the sneak attack, the weapon. That's 2d8 for Booming Blade. That's another 2d8 for Spirit Shroud. And then you're gonna take an additional 5, 6, but that will add the last 11 after. Okay.
Dear Lord.
So, right, Booming Blade is 2d8. Then you take 3d8 after. Okay, cool. So,
How you doing,
Could
Zack?
be it.
so the base damage before is 23. And then now the crit ones, which is again 3d6 and 1, 2, 4d8.
Mm-hmm.
That batch is 27.
So
So
that's
50 total?
Plus,
50 then plus 11.
plus 11 because Hexblade gets
11.
5 and I do 6 on that. So 61.
Shouldn't have run. Shouldn't have run.
Can I redirect that?
Yes.
Ah.
Do you
I
have
have
a
another
reaction?
use of the rune.
Yep.
And a reaction.
Scheisse.
And
Damn.
what do I want to pick on? Throw it at Beatrice to be mean. I'm gonna redirect it over to Citron and Misty Step away.
Okay.
How does emboldening bond work?
You can teleport to take damage instead.
Regrettably, I cannot.
Oh,
I
Beatrice
can't
does it?
redirect it back to the attacker, which is unfortunate.
Beatrice would jump in because I don't think Citron's got enough to take that right now.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, that's surprising. Okay.
And I use my
Right?
reaction, so I can't help. Does that?
Yeah. Is that my reaction? Is that how that works?
That is your
Yeah.
reaction, correct?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
That means
What a
Beatrice would be marked by my booming energy.
So she can't move.
It's 60. How many hit points?
61.
Okay, give me a second
Mm-hmm.
to calculate.
Oh, my
Stop
angel
moving yourself
disappeared
around,
again.
Sorsha.
I'm trying to decide where I want to go. I'm moving in front of her.
What
Between you
happened?
guys.
To protect us, because you're not gonna hurt
Just in
Sorsha.
case she does like a cold or something.
Okay, I jump and I teleport, and me teleporting is me like as it's about to hit Citron, I like grab him by the collar. I say, "You don't die. You keep them alive," and I take it.
Oh,
Oh God.
love it.
Only Beatrice gets to choose when she's hit.
Okay. You do not have a reaction, so Sorsha is going to run over to here.
I can't move.
And
Sorsha
she is
runs,
going
smart.
to
Smart.
cast Thorn Whip. Fuck. Oh wait, Emboldening Bond, right? Is there
Yeah.
enough for everybody? How many do you
Not for
how many do you
Sorsha.
get?
Not for Sorsha.
Not for Sorsha.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question: Did Katya move?
I missed you.
Katya did move. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's not there anymore, right?
Correct.
She's there.
Yeah. So that was Sorsha's move. Damn. I was trying to bring you back over here. All right. Well, Earth Elemental's turn.
Hey, bud.
We are going to do some attacks. Some slams. 21 to hit. 16 to hit. Does not hit. All right. Legendary action opportunity.
No, not on the elemental.
Vaughn.
Yep. Well, hello.
Hello.
Surprise.
Why do you keep running? It's very inconvenient. I'll attack.
Okay.
Obviously. How's a 30?
30
hit?
hits. 30 does hit.
I would really truly hope it does. And then I will
damage.
attack you again. How's a crit?
That hits.
Amazing.
Not on my sneak attack, of course.
I know, of course. But that
Are
does
you-
increase to a 5, so that would be, 12? 12.
How do you want to do it, Becca?
Yes.
I think I just kind of like Vaughn probably comes up and like does like a really cool like jump over the earth elemental to get you, and then that doesn't get you down, and just goes, I'm getting very annoyed by this game. You unfortunately look so much like your mother, and I'm going to just stab her like up through the jaw.
Incredible. Oh my god. And with that,
Imagine she's like about to come down with a hit and just like goes slack as soon as the blade enters her jaw.
holy
Hello,
shit.
Raiders.
Wow.
Hey,
Hi,
Raiders.
everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Oh.
Of course, it's like literally at the fucking end of this badass
You guys just missed a
battle.
crazy
God,
fight.
it was fucking insane.
was so
Spawn's
good.
gonna be
Watch
available
the VOD.
immediately
Watch the
after,
VOD.
so it's an incredible fight. Pitting PC against everyone else as if they were a Dark Lord of Barovia. My fucking god. So,
GG's, y'all.
as the final blow hits
Proven the strongest
Katya,
of Barovia.
you see the body turning into this black ichor that you had been seeing splurting out of each of the openings. And as this body turns into this ooze, it slowly begins to crawl its way back over to this obsidian pillar. And as it begins to enter into this, you see Katya shifting onto the other side. Your Katya.
I'm back.
And with that, everything goes dark. And you appear back at the shrine of the Seeker. And the most outlandish thing happens as you all begin to see the the clouds part. Sun now shines in Barovia. And that's where we're going to end. Because holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lanta.
It's the first time Citron's seen the sun in like 700 years.
That was
Wow.
ridiculous.
This is the first time Vaughn's ever seen the
sun ever.
Yeah,
the sun.
Wow,
several
yeah.
of them, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Same with Sorsha. Sorsha's never seen it,
Sorsha's
right?
never seen the sun either. Oh, wait, no. I think she saw it on the tree. She went up above the clouds, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
But, wow. Holy shit. And thank you all to the raiders that joined us. We're going to try and raid somebody else so we can keep the love going. Nobody's here. Does anybody have a raid channel that we can... Anybody have a suggestion? Because we want to make sure that...
I don't know anybody. Thank you all the
spread the
viewers
love.
too. Everybody's been hanging out for that whole fight.
Seriously, this is
Thanks for
way
being
longer
here.
than
That
we
was
usually
really
take.
fun.
Oh my god. Yeah, and thank you everybody for being here. We're gonna try and find some sort of a place to raid. If you're not already, consider following us. We have a Curse of Strahd actual play that we are getting very, very close to the end now. It's gonna be
We're on Spotify if you want to listen to us at
pretty
work.
epic.
I
Yeah.
think somebody's
so-
suggesting Mortal Rolls as something to raid.
Mortal Rolls. Okay, sounds good. Let's put Mortal Rolls in.
I think that's what they're trying to say.
Mortal Rolls, absolutely.
Yeah, Mortal Rolls.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, we are gonna start a raid. Thank you all so much for being here. Make sure to level up because y'all did. And we'll see you all next week. All right, bye, everybody.
Yo! Bye. See you later. Bye.